Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everyone, from on the road in Clearwater tonight. We're set for Crusader basketball on this Friday night in mid-January. The Crusaders and the Indians coming up here on 95.9 HKFM, streaming online tonight at astraradio.com/TV and on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Hi, and welcome inside the Midway Motors Drive to the game. Aaron West from Clearwater High School, the Indians and the Crusaders. Game number 8 for Buhler tonight. Lady Crusaders coming in ranked number 9 in Class 4A at 6-1 and 4-0 overall in Division III of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail. Buhler stands alone atop the Division III standings at the moment, coming off the 49-39 win on Tuesday night at Augusta. Augusta led early, but once Buhler was able to wrestle that lead away in the first quarter, they never trailed again. The Lady Crusaders will play at 3:30 against Abilene in the 1A matchup at 3:30 from Salina South High School next Thursday. The Buhler guys in need of a win tonight. They fell to 2-5 and 1-3 in the league on Tuesday. Played a very competitive game, but came up short 61-52 to Augusta. They shot 40% from the field, but just 8 of 20 beyond the arc. Isaiah Heredia with a career-high 19 points. Jacob Miller with a season-high 12. And Luke Holmberg added a career-high 11 points. Ken Buhler, very tough schedule here this first half of the year. Very competitive in that Augusta game. And actually the favorites to win, which would be a big feather in their cap. They could pick up some momentum going into the SIT. They're in the 4-5 matchup. They've got the late 7:30 game on Thursday at Salina Central High School. So Buhler and Clearwater tonight. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Schmidt Electric, by Dix Phillips 66, Ideatech, and by Ag 360 Insurance. Back with our player profile after this on HKFM.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Next, we'll hear from the players in tonight's player profile. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
If you need a piece of metal, or an angle for a small project, or a complete fabrication project done, call Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson, where we have been in business for over 100 years. We stock over 60 different sheets and 70 different shapes in steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum. We can cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications. We can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal in Hutchinson.
Sunflower Electric Supply in Hutchinson has been a family-owned and operated business since 1950 and a fourth-generation company. In today's world, that's unheard of. Keep your dollars in your community and choose us over the national chains. We have a large selection of Milwaukee, Klein, and Greenlee hand and power tools in stock. Our knowledgeable staff has years of electrical experience, unlike what you'll find at the big stores, someone just filling in from the lawn and garden department. Visit us in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal today.
95.9 HKFM.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the game. Time for tonight's player profile with senior Natalia Krafels. Natty, let's talk about your year. Things have gotten off to a really good start for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited. It's good to finally start off a year strong for once. So.
Yeah, you've been scoring in double digits, had your career high a few games ago. So just talk about your game and how things are going for you.
I mean, obviously, working inside has been a huge thing for me, but I'm trying to be as versatile as possible, rebounding, getting to the rim, and even shooting.
Yeah, you talk about the improvements, this group of seniors. You guys have pretty much been starters for 4 years now. You look back from freshman to now, what's a big difference for you?
Oh, just the game knowledge, but just the atmosphere all around, being able to lead these other girls and be able to be the leaders in this situation has been a huge difference because we have that experience and because we know what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's a fun bunch to be around, too. I'm sure you keep them all in line, though, right?
Oh, absolutely, and I love them. All of them are my best friends, so.
Yeah. Thoughts about a good Clearwater team tonight? What do you guys have to do well to come out of here with a win?
I mean, it's going to be defense again. Obviously, we got to put some points in the basket, but more than anything, it's going to be about defense and shutting down their two main girls.
All right, of course, you're a senior, and the year's half gone already. Thoughts about next year? You still want to play basketball, or what are you looking at doing after high school?
Honestly, I'm still very open. I am considering a couple of different offers for basketball, but still pretty undecided. So.
All right, we'll go out and have some fun tonight. I'm proud of you, and good luck.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, that's senior Natalia Krafels. Back with more right after this.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
It's a brand new year and a brand new you. Get that body you've always wanted this year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts. It's a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier, and I wash it down with a great cup of coffee and a tall cold milk. I feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Body by Daylight. You can work out, or you can work it out by eating fresh Daylight Donuts. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here at Clearwater High School, set for Lady Crusader basketball coming up 6-1 Buhler against 6-3 Clearwater here this evening. Our final game before the Salina Invitational next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Salina. Clearwater 6-3 out of Division 4 of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail. They are 4-1 in their league so far, coming off a 34-31 win against the Andale Indians on Tuesday night. Their losses this year to 4A Ark City and 4A Wellington. Wellington ranked number 1 in Class 4A at the moment. They actually played Wellington very tough through 3 quarters, but ended up losing 46-28. Indians average 41 points a game while giving up 35. And they're very tough defensively. They will pack the paint, try and take Natalia Krafels out of the game tonight. And on the other end, you've got a guard against the 3. They love to play inside out. And so certainly guarding those shooters out on the perimeter will be key to success tonight. They went 15-8 a year ago. They've had 13 or more wins in each of their last 4 seasons. And they graduated just 1 senior off last year's club. They have 4 seniors on their varsity roster of 10 this year. Lady Crusaders averaging 53.5 points a game while allowing 40, and coming off a 49-39 win over Augusta. All of their wins but 1 this year, that was the Goddard win, have been by double digits. And they are now ranked 9th in Class 4A in the state. Natalia Krafels, another solid night. You heard her in our player profile tonight. Finished with 12 points. Gracie Ord had 4 in that win on Tuesday night in a tough place to play at Augusta. And this will be another tough one here tonight on the road at Clearwater. Mentioned Lady Crusaders getting the #1 seed coming up next week in our Salina Invitational Tournament at Salina. Tonight's breakdown brought to you by Erickson Custom Building. For new construction and remodeling, online at ericksoncustomBLDG.com. Busy night in the league where Winfield is in Wellington, Collegiate at Augusta, Andale at Haven, and Buhler at Clearwater. Also a busy night on our Ad Astra Sports Network and our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Republic County at Lyons, Nickerson at Smoky Valley, Hillsborough at Heston, Hutch Trinity at Remington, and Bennington at Sterling. You can find our complete broadcast schedule on the broadcast booth page at adastraradio.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. About 7 minutes away from tip-off here at Clearwater High School tonight. About an hour 15 drive south and east of Buhler. Lady Indians out of Division 4 of the AVCTL. Our coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Newfelt's Flooring, by Johnson Sheet Metal, Daylight Donuts, and by Inman Funeral Home. Buhler trying to win its 5th in a row. 4 wins in their last 5 games, dating back to December the 13th. Their next home game will be coming up February 4th. They'll be on the road for 3 next week, and then on the road again back in regular season play on January the 30th at Heston. Next home date will be February the 4th against the El Dorado Wildcats. Stick around, more of our Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up here in just a moment. This is Crusader basketball on HKFM.
The Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsborough for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Are you needing some help upgrading your home? I'm Jared, inviting you to check us out at Krupp Lumber in Heston, your one-stop destination for all your construction and woodworking needs. We offer a wide selection of top-quality windows and doors like Marvin and Anderson. We also offer kitchen and bath options like R.D. Henry cabinets and Onyx showers to make your home stand the test of time. Ask about our in-state delivery and direct shipment options. Check us out at krupplumber.com. Krupp Lumber, service is our specialty.
This is Annette with Annette KF Insurance. Inflation is hitting us hard, so it's a good time to review the cost and coverage of your auto and homeowners insurance. As an independent agent, I represent Goodville Mutual and several other fine companies. Stop by Annette Epp Insurance in Hutchinson at 2500 North Main, Suite E, or call 620-662-4900.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
We're making more than just sweets at the Bakery House and Catering Company. Boxed lunches for local businesses, full-service catering for banquets and weddings.
Well, back here on our Midway Motors Drive to the game, we're about 3.5 minutes from tip. We'll let Andrew finish his chili dog. You're like lapping it up there, buddy. That's where does that on your tour of hot dogs in the AVCTL? Where does that rank for you?
You know, I always like to try new stuff wherever they have unique things.
Yeah,
but
sure.
if you have to put chili on your hot dog to make it edible, maybe it's not the greatest.
It's not the greatest hot dog. Yeah, yeah. hey,
it's food, man.
Absolutely. And we didn't cook it, so.
That's right.
Hey, thoughts on these Lady Crusaders? Augusta, tough place to play. They led by double digits most of the night, playing some good ball. Funny thing is, I don't think we've seen the best that they can be yet. I still think that's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. There's a point this season where Natalia Crafels is going to put together a whole game, and she's going to need to. And I don't know if that's going to come in Salina, or that may come tonight. But there's been a couple of games where we've seen a really, really strong first half, and in the second half there's a little bit of complacency, I feel like. Short-arming some shots inside from multiple players, things like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing this team compete at the highest level they can for a whole game and put a few of those in a row here in the middle stretch of the season.
Yeah, a couple of kids yet to get it going. Ella Voss is one we've talked about. I know that at some point her shot's going to come. We continue to watch the development of Tori Tushton and talked a lot about Nia Sewell. Nia's been a nice surprise this year as well.
Absolutely. And, one of the things that has really saved this season or kept the record as good as it is that if you have a couple players that are maybe in a little bit of a slump offensively like Ella, you've got 10 deep that you can really roll with in about any game, and sometimes it's more than that. We've seen Jenna Lackey step up with the minutes she's getting off the bench, and we've seen a lot of different lineups, and that can cause a lot of problems for other teams.
Yeah, their defense is always really going to keep them in things, too. I know Coach likes to go to that four-guard lineup, and they can really wreak some havoc out there when he's got those four quick guards, full-court press. It's tough for most teams to handle.
Yep. I'll be interested to see how the girls react when they have to face a team that's got maybe a couple really solid bigs.
We haven't seen that yet this year that I can remember.
Not yet, but people like Charlie that play a little bit bigger than they look like they should at certain points can really step up in situations like that.
All right, we're going to take a final timeout. We'll come back, starting lineups and the tip next here from Clearwater. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. The Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics at Buhler High School. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals. We are excited to be able to accept credit card payments at our concession stands this year. Buhler Booster Club is grateful for the continued support from our generous donors.
Hi, it's Aaron West, voice of the Crusaders. Ad Astra Radio is a proud Buhler Booster Club member.
1 in 8 children live in households with at least one parent who has a substance use disorder. 1 in 10 children live in a household with at least one parent who has an alcohol use disorder. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network has programs in place to help kids build resilience. You can help too. Become a mentor in our Reno County schools, join our Rise Up Reno Coalition, or become a volunteer. Our kids are the most valuable asset we have. You can make a difference. Visit riseupreno.org to find out more. Rise Up Reno.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here with tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by Heartland Wealth Strategies. Discover your financial potential. Contact Monty Cross, 620-888-6485. Doing starting lineups a little bit on the fly for Clearwater. So let's go with Buhler first. John Darrow in his second year, 6-1, ranked 9th in Class 4A. At forward, a 5'9" senior, number 13, Natalia Crafels. Natty leads the team in scoring with 17 points and 7 rebounds a game. At forward, a 5'9" senior, number 14, Sammy Brooks, averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 15, Claudia Taylor, averaging 3 points a game. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 22, Charlie Baxter, averaging 7 points, 5 rebounds. And at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 32, Gracie Ord, averaging 9 points a game. Again, it's Crafels, Brooks, Taylor, Baxter, and Ord for the Buhler Crusaders. Starting 5 for the Clearwater Indians under head coach Casey Carlson looks like this. A 5'7" junior, number 4, Madison Clevenger. a 5'7" senior, number 20, Cameron Carlson. A 5'9" sophomore, number 33, McKenna Hampton. A 5'9" senior, number 35, Kaylee Hampton. And a 6'1" junior, number 42, Justine Berlin. Again, Clevenger, Carlson, Hampton, and Berlin for Clearwater. They'll be in their home white uniforms with the powder blue trim and the powder blue numerals tonight. It'll be the road dark uniforms, the black unis with the maroon trim and the white lettering for the Lady Crusaders. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners could help you look like a winner. It's where to take your clothes. Here at West alongside Andrew Epp as we are here in Clearwater. It's set for Crusader basketball on KWHK Hutchinson. Hey fans, nominate your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. 6-1 Buhler, 6-3 Clearwater here on a Friday night. And we are set to tip it off from Clearwater High School. Natty Krafels for Buhler. Justine Berlin will win the tip from Clearwater. And the Lady Indians will move from right to left. Here's Berlin on the right side wing. Left side to Hampton. Buhler opens in a man-to-man. They went to that 1-3-1 zone on Tuesday, and that was really effective against Augusta's outside shooters. There's a pass down on the right baseline to Berlin, and they'll reset out high. Far side circle is McKenna Hampton in the corner. Shot blocked. Ball taken loose in the lane by Sammy Brooks. Buhler the other way from left to right. Here's Gracie Ord on the dribble drive with a pull-up in the lane. Missed back iron. Rebound Natalia Krafels and tied up in the lane. And the Arrow will keep the ball with Buhler. Well, Andrew likes to say that's Natty Krafels doing Natty Krafels things. Another offensive board, no surprise.
100%.
Here's Charlie Baxter from the free throw line. Jumper good. Early 2-0 lead for the Crusaders. 7 minutes to play here in quarter number one. Indians across the timeline with a dribble is Clevenger. Hampton out high, left side to Berlin. Right side, Madison Clevenger. 1-on-1 against Claudia Taylor. 2-0 Crusaders early here from Clearwater. And there's a pass stolen inside. Picked off by Charlie Baxter. And Charlie's going to get whistled for a travel the other way.
Yeah, I tried to pull up in traffic on the secondary break and just slid that pivot foot.
So Indians will inbound, down a bucket. 6:25 to play, first quarter. Hampton out high. Deep pass inside against the double team. Ball knocked away. Well, that's a tough foul call. They're going to get Sammy on that down low.
I think it's on Claudia.
Claudia Taylor.
Got her hand in the cookie jar.
So a reach in on Claudia. It'll be her first team foul, number 1. Indians inbound with a lob pass from the baseline. Out on the right wing, inside. Clearwater a little out of sync here early on offense. That's another Indian turnover.
Their offense seems to just have a lot of screens off the ball in the middle of the lane, free throw line kind of area, and Buhler's doing a good job adjusting to that.
Gracie Ord across the timeline. Here's Baxter. They swing it to the right side to Sammy Brooks. Brooks, the overhead pass up top, looking for Natty in the lane, and that's stolen away. Clearwater will pack the lane defensively and try and take Natalia Krafels out of this game.
Another team that's going to like to do a lot of zone against these Crusaders for sure.
So 2-0, a second Buhler turnover. Clearwater's got it, looking for their first bucket. Far side circle, Berlin. And a three on the way is good from McKenna Hampton. So Hampton gives Clearwater a 1-point lead. 5:27 to play here in the first. Baxter the other way, off the bounce. They'll play it in, turnaround shot, good for Natty Krafels.
Great high-low action between Sammy and Natty there.
Lady Crusaders by 1. On the first bucket of the night by Natalia Krafels. I believe Natty scored in double digits in all 7 games this year. Had 12 on Tuesday, career high 23 earlier this year. McPherson now a Sammy Brooks steal. Brooks comes away with it. Oh, but she kind of copped at it at a weird angle, trying to get herself facing the right direction, and ends up traveling with the ball. Substitution here. Genelaki, Nia Sewell both check into the Crusader lineup. And Claudia Taylor goes out along with Gracie Ord. Indians down a point, 4-3 in their half court. Nice lot pass inside, but the layup missed. Rebound Buhler. Here comes Nia the other way with a right-handed dribble. Plays it on the right side circle to Natalia Krafels. They'll swing it far corner. Claudia Taylor, shot fake and a drive. That's actually Baxter. And a little collision down low as she's trying to drive to the basket. Sammy's really developed, has really developed that in her game this year from that short corner, that drive along the baseline.
Yeah,
it's been really effective for her. There's a shot inside, too strong. And a rebound by Clearwater. Indians the other way, and they're going to throw it away yet again. Pass too strong up the floor.
They're trying to catch the Crusaders napping on the break, but that was a tough angle for that pass. Not as much room between her and the baseline as the lead of the pass would have you catch it safely.
Tori Tustin has checked into the ballgame now for Buhler, replacing Natalia Krafels. So there's that 4-guard lineup that Coach likes to use. There's Tustin on the drive. They kick it right side, Baxter. Charlie's got it out high, left-handed three, rims out. Rebound right side, Nia Sewell, then poked away, and a steal. Sewell had it and lost it. Indians coming the other way across the timeline. Still 4-3 to game, 3:39 to go in the first. And Berlin, they'll swing it long, three out high, and that is good. Boy, what a touch by McKenna Hampton.
Get a handout on her all game, it looks like.
6-4, Clearwater by 2. Low-scoring first quarter here. As Nia Sewell tries a three, that is short. Rebound, Sammy Brooks tried to play it in the corner to Charlie Baxter, and we're going back the other way. Ord and Krafels will return for Buhler.
Almost 5 minutes into the game, the only buckets for Clearwater have come from behind the three-point line from McKenna Hampton. So
Hampton's got a nice shot.
She does. Take her out of this offense and see what happens.
And the Indians just turned it over again. Kind of been trading turnovers here in this first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 on Clearwater. I've got 3 on the Crusaders. Down by 2, 6-4, 3:07 to go in the first. Tustin, right side, Ord. Here is Sewell. Pass deflected. There's another steal. And then Clearwater again unable to connect up the floor, and they turn it over. And a timeout here. It's not much energy right now out there on the floor for either team. 2:53 to play in the first. 6-4 Clearwater from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
From their beginnings in 1989, WIFCO Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at WIFCOSP.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
A lot has changed in the past 60-plus years, but Dick's Phillips 66 has been there through it all to keep you on the road. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station on East 4th and Hutch. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from Clearwater, coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by ADNF Insurance, by the Buhler Booster Club, WIFCO Steel Products, and by Prairie Bank of Kansas. So far in the game, the two teams have combined for more turnovers than points.
Yikes.
Genelaki's going to play it in here for Buhler after the timeout. Buhler down a bucket, 6-4 Clearwater. Gracie across the timeline. Far side, Lackey. There's Tustin driving it right baseline, and the ball knocked away. Boy, Clearwater really handsy here on defense. And the Indians will protect a 2-point lead as they bring the ball up the floor. Ball knocked loose on the deck, and Natty Krafels is going to be tied up in the lane with Justine Berlin, and the arrow will keep the ball with Clearwater. Neither team handling the ball well here early.
And defenses are playing well, but I'm sure both coaches would really love for their teams to value possessions a little bit more.
Tustin's going to go out. Baxter back in. There's a shot inside off the inbound. Justine Berlin for 2. And Clearwater leads it 8-4. It's a 4-point game. Buhler needs a bucket here. They have just 2 in the first quarter. One by Krafels, one by Baxter. Their last bucket was a jumper inside by Natty. That was 3 minutes ago. They've gone 3 minutes without a point. Gets that Clearwater zone. Nia Sewell dribbling. Kicks out on the wing to Gracie. Or driving baseline, cut off. Here's Baxter in the lane. Another deflection. Boy, just too many turnovers here early on. That is number 6. Spin move, turnaround to the lane, missed by Berlin. Rebound Baxter. Ahead to Gracie. Or driving inside to Krafels over the double team. Short gets the rebound, and where's the foul call? Thank you.
There we go.
Holy cow.
They were just waiting for you to say something.
Oh, man. That's going to put Krafels at the line for 2.
I think this might be the point in the game where Natalia needs to really start taking over. She had a different edge to her that possession.
And Krafels will drop in the first. A foul charge to McKenna Hampton. It's already several offensive rebounds in the game for Natty. Second in and out, no good. So it'll be a 3-point game. Rebound Clearwater. A 5-hour score. 1:37 to play here in the quarter. Not very often has Buhler had a single-digit quarter in a game this year.
Yeah, that's one of the key stats we've been looking at since the beginning of the year, and they've really done a good job keeping most of their quarters above 10.
There's Kaylee Hampton out high with the ball. Boy, you've got to find where McKenna Hampton is at. There's a reach-in foul. Nia Sewell going for a steal.
I believe I would have called that a jump ball. And I think Nia would agree.
First on Nia. That'll be the second team foul. Substitution here for Clearwater is Cameron Carlson will return. And McKenna Hampton goes out. Hampton has 2 of the 3 Indian buckets here so far in this first quarter. Right side circle. He'll come now left to Clevenger. She's cut off by Baxter. In the corner, 3 on the way. Hits back iron from Kaylee Hampton. Offensive board for Justine Berlin. And the Indians will reset looking inside, and they're going to get a foul from behind on Natalia Krafels, trying to dump it into Berlin on the right block. That'll be the first personal on Natalia Krafels. Natty's going to come out and be replaced by Sammy Brooks. So Brooks, Baxter, Sewell, Ord, and Lackey right now. Here's a pull-up in the lane. Jumper missed. Another offensive rebound and a jump ball called. Berlin got tied up inside by Nia Sewell. And this time the arrow will give the ball to the Lady Crusaders. 44 seconds to go in this first quarter, and they turn it over again. Are you kidding me? One-on-one the other way. Layup missed. Rebound, though, Clearwater. 3 by Hampton.
Wow.
Boy, it has been a tough first quarter. A 6-point lead uncharacteristically. That's at least 8 turnovers in this quarter for Buhler, and it is 11-5.
And it was the other Hampton this time.
Buhler down by 6. Nia Sewell for a 3, missed. Rebound, Baxter inside. All kinds of contact, they don't call it. Rebound, put back good by Sammy Brooks.
Good job, Sammy and Charlie staying with it there.
11-7, and that'll get us to the end of the first. Well, Buhler fortunate with the turnovers to be down just 4. Clearwater, though, had plenty of turnovers of their own in that first quarter. 11-7 here at the end of one from Clearwater. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Locally owned businesses are crucial to our town's success. Hi, this is Jim Richardson, CEO of Prairie Bank of Kansas. When you shop locally, you're reinvesting in our community. When you bank local with us, you're helping us help Central Kansas. We love reinvesting right here in our communities. Stop by and see us at our Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson branches today, or check out PrairieBankKS.com. Member FDIC. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Done with punching the clock? Long hours away from home or constant work travel? Do you have 15 or more acres? Find freedom by joining America's #1 free-range egg brand, Happy Egg. Happy Egg is looking for growers to raise happy hens. Happy Egg offers startup and new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Add some happy to your life. Work from home. Work for yourself. Feed America. Visit happyeggfarms.com today for more information.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, the 5 to start the second quarter. Charlie Baxter, Sammy Brooks, Gracie Ord, Lillian Horn, and Ella Voss. So Horn and Voss for the second time. Buhler down by 4, 11-7. Clearwater with the ball, working it inside, but deflected. They try to get it down to the right block to Kaylee Hampton. And Charlie will make that Sammy Brooks got a hand on it. Indians will reset in the far corner. Multiple turnovers by each team in that first quarter, but the 3 ball has Clearwater the lead. They had 3 threes, 2 by McKenna Hampton, 1 by Kayla Hampton in that first quarter. Indians with it out high. 10 on the shot clock here in an 11-7 game. Here's Madison Clevenger, where they're trying to screen somebody open. And they left the back door open, but Cameron Carlson just blew the shot.
Yeah, she had an open layup and just overshot it. Got ourselves our first shot clock violation. That was great help by Charlie on the drive. Sammy's angle at that, trying to get out there and cover, was a little bit off. Her man drove by, and Charlie stepped up, but then the back door was open. We're fortunate to come away with no points on that defense.
Here's Ella. They work it right wing to Gracie. Gracie, another turnover. Good grief. They're going to call it jump ball. Fortunately, Sammy was able to get there and get the tie before Clearwater got it clean. How many times trying to get entry passes into the mid lane if we almost or have lost the ball?
Well, I had
bunch
in the first quarter. Buhler for 7 turnovers. Clearwater 5.
Gracie Ord to play it in off the baseline. Here's Brooks in the right corner, gives it back to Gracie. Long pass up top, Ella. Far corner to Lillian. Horn will shoot the 3, rattles around, but in and out, no good. Buhler ice cold from the field here. And Clearwater 11-7 with the ball in the lead the other way. Horn with a near steal. Indians are going to hold on to it. Clevenger's got it out high. In the corner, Hampton missed back iron. Rebound, Lily Horn.
Way to track that one down by Lillian.
Ahead to Ella. Ella cut off right side. Horn, far side, Gracie. Catch and shoot. 3 ball, won't stick. Rebound, Ella Voss gets knocked to the floor. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clearwater. As Claudia Taylor and Natalia Krefels will return here. And Horn and Baxter go out. 6:26 to play, second quarter, 11-7. Claudia Taylor, right side, Gracie Ord. Ord won't take the 3 this time. Pass the right elbow to Natalia into Sammy. Shot up, shot missed.
And she had good position. It's just that the defender came over and kind of made her double clutch at that one.
Well, Clearwater is tough defensively.
Yes, absolutely.
Indians the other way with that 4-point lead, and they have the basketball, and here's a 3 on the way, and that's good.
Wow.
From Justine Berlin, third Indian to shoot a 3, and they lead at 14-7. A 7-point lead, 5:47 to play here in the second quarter. Buhler's last field goal was with 5:11 to play in the first quarter. And there's a shot block. Claudia Taylor, I think, might have had that one tipped.
Yep, absolutely.
Rebound Clearwater. Every pass, every shot contested.
It's like they think they have more room than they do, and Clearwater closes so quick.
Turnaround shot inside. Missed by Berlin of Clearwater. That goes out of bounds. It's going to be Buhler ball the other way. Sewell and Baxter and Lackey, all three return. Voss, Taylor, and Brooks go out. 14-7, a 7-point Clearwater lead. That zone has been very, very effective. Here's Sewell on a dribble drive into the mid lane. Gracie Ord now, elbow jumper is good. Boy, did they need that bucket.
Yep, that's the kind of thing that's going to be able to crack the code on this zone. Quick ball movement and nice easy passes inside that aren't too risky.
14-9, 4:57 to play in the first half. 5-point game, Clearwater with the ball and the advantage. You cannot leave those shooters on the outside open, especially McKenna Hampton. She's just a sophomore in what is otherwise a very veteran ball club. 4 seniors for Coach Carlson. And now we've got a timeout. Timeout called 4:31 to play here in the second. 14-9 Clearwater from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
We're Stematic of Central Kansas, with a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like LVP, tile, and even grout cleaning. Honey, don't forget about the places you can't see, like air ducts and dryer vents. Find us on Facebook or online at stematicofcentralks.com for a free estimate.
Honey, don't forget
to see how Stematic of Central Kansas can help you.
Honey, don't forget.
Call Stematic, you'll be ecstatic.
95.9 HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Blue Stem Communities, by Hutchinson Zoo, First National Bank, and by Scooters Coffee. 14-9, Clearwater with the lead and the ball. They've got 4 threes here in this first half. That is most of their offense. Shot up, shot missed. Clevenger rebound, put back, no. And then we've got a foul on Clearwater after the miss.
I think the offensive rebound putback was just shot so high that it hit the shot clock.
Did it go up over the backboard?
Yeah, I think that's what they called.
All right, so it's going to be Buhler ball. Crusaders cut the lead to 5. The Gracie Ord pull-up. Last bucket for Buhler before that timeout. Here's Natty Cray with it left side. Inside Gracie, turnaround jumper. And boy, just too strong. Good look there for Gracie, just wouldn't fall. And a foul on the rebound is going to be charged to Buhler. And that is going to go against Lackey. That was not a bad shot from Gracie.
Nope, not a bad shot. We like her at that mid-range spot.
Coach has got to find a way to get his kids to play with some energy here.
So the reason for the last time out by Clearwater is Buhler went to a kind of a matchup 2-3 zone.
Oh, near steal. Yeah, good job, Charlie Baxter with the deflection.
So far, it's working out for the Crusaders.
And we're going the other way. Here's Natty out high. Crayfels for 3. Missed back iron. Rebound Clearwater. It's not a lot of talk about the kids not having energy. This gym kind of just feels lethargic.
Yeah. For a Friday night, I was a little bit surprised.
Shot inside, shot missed. Putback, though, is good on the offensive board, and the stick back by Justine Berlin.
And offensive rebound number 5 for Clearwater.
16-9, back to a 7-point game. 3:12 to play. Buhler has just 9 points in this half. And Charlie Baxter inside, and a reach-in foul on Clearwater. That's what always scares me about those early afternoon games at the SIT. You get like a 3:30 game, and there's nobody in the gym. It's tough.
Well, just like I told my second grade girls yesterday, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If both teams come out and there's not very much energy, something's not right about the gym, you got to be the one that handles it better.
Justine Berlin committed that foul. Here is Lackey, and she has the ball knocked away, and another Clearwater steal. Boy, the turnover is just have been a menace here in this first half. Buhler zone, they'll shoot over it, and a three missed. Rebound, Gentilaki. McKenna Hampton with her first miss from three. Here comes Gracie up that floor. Dribbles into traffic, gives it to Crayfels. Her elbow jumper missed, but a whistle and a foul called. You know, the thing, too, is this is a veteran Buhler ball club. They've been down this path before.
Yeah.
And so, well equipped to try and figure their way out of this. Foul the first on Kaylee Hampton. And here is Natalia Crayfels at the line. We have a terrible vantage point, by the way, here at Clearwater Gym.
If you're curious what that means from the radio perspective,
we can't see.
We are looking through a fence.
And we have a
lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic in front of us. Natty Crayfels hits them both. We've got a timeout.
It's going to help get into the free throw line, too.
Absolutely. Get that rock inside. Be physical. 16-11, timeout of the floor in a 5-point game from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Whether you're craving a hearty breakfast, a light lunch, or something to grab on the go, the local table in Newton has you covered. Open Wednesdays through Sundays. Their seasonal menu features locally sourced ingredients, offering you the very best flavors from the community to your plate. And don't miss out on their Sunday specials, crafted with care just for you. Stop by the local table in Newton, where fresh food and friendly faces are always on the menu.
95.9 HKFM.
16-11 as we have 2:41 to play here in half number one. Clearwater with a 5-point lead and the ball. Gets Buhler's full court pressure. Clevenger's going to dribble it up with the right hand. Left side of the court. And then an overthrow. Clevenger tries to save it from going out of bounds and cannot.
Hey, the full court pressure did just enough. Turnover number 6 for Clearwater.
Here comes Lily Horn back into the Buhler lineup. Charlie Baxter will go out. So it's Horn, Ord, Crayfels, along with Tuschen and Brooks now. Coach Darrow trying to pull that right lever. Find that lineup that's really going to heat things up. Gracie will swing it left side. Tuschen back to Ord. She'll catch and shoot on the three. Finally got it, Gracie Ord.
That'll help right there. Get Gracie going.
5 for Gracie and a 2-point game. 16-14, 2:09 to play in the first half. Clearwater the other way. Madison Clevenger. Buhler sticks in that zone. Wow. A big collision. Natty Crayfels got sandwiched between two offensive players, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Number 2 on Justine Berlin, it looks like.
She got a Clevenger-Berlin sandwich, and Natty was right in the middle there.
Yeah, you tell your players to run right off the screen, but you got to wait for the screen to get there. And that was just a little too quick on that.
So an offensive foul. Buhler's coming back the other way. Here's Sammy Brooks inside, and Sammy gets stripped.
Don't bring the ball down inside.
Once you catch that ball, you cannot put it on the deck.
Yep.
And Clearwater the other way. Buhler sticks in that zone in a 2-point game, 16-14, 1:24 to go before halftime. There's Hampton down low. Berlin with those 2 fouls. Stripped, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. They're going to get Ord or Tuschen on that. It is on Gracie. It'll be her first.
So one of the things about this zone the Buhler's come out with, I don't think Clearwater's hit a 3 since Buhler went to the zone, which is interesting. It's usually the opposite. But Buhler is doing a really, really good job of rotating and getting outside. Now it looks like they're back into a man.
There's Clevenger. Works it into the mid lane. They kick it to Kaylee Hampton. Hampton tries a wraparound pass. Sammy Brooks picked it off, but they say Brooks maybe shoved Berlin out of the way to get to the ball.
Yeah, sometimes when you're both pushing on each other and you try to get the angle,
that'll be the
one player goes one way, one goes the other.
First on Sammy.
Good to not pick up one there again.
Good defense there by Sammy that time. They really like that inbounds pass right around the bucket.
Yeah.
And Sammy read it perfectly.
It's tough to defend if you do it right, but
Berlin inside over Brooks. Shot it too strong. Rebound Sammy.
Oh,
and
it's
then
number 3 on
Berlin just picked up her third foul. Coach is going to have to get her out of the game.
Yep, she's got to know better. If the shot goes up for inside position that good and you miss, it's so hard not to get a frustration foul right after that.
So 54 seconds on the first half clock. Neither team has got to 20 in this game. 16-14 Buhler with a chance to tie or take the lead. They have not led since 2-0. Here is Tustin. Krafels in the corner to Gracie. Get in there. Yes! Back-to-back threes by the senior Gracie Ord, and Buhler retakes the lead.
So there's a foul off the ball as well, but what caused that three-point opportunity was a fantastic ball movement once again.
17-16.
It looks like they caught Sammy inside off the ball.
So a foul, the bucket counts, but Brooks with a second foul. Clearwater is going to come the other way. 37.9 on the clock. Buhler with a 1-point lead, first lead since it was 2-0. 17-16. Indians. Boy, McKenna Hampton passed up the open three that time. Rebound Clearwater and a foul on Buhler. That may be number 5. So the Indians are going to go to the line here to shoot 2.
I believe that's Gracie's second now.
Free throw on the way is off and no good by Cameron Carlson. Well, these two teams both duking it out with their zone defenses in a low-scoring first half. Carlson will tie. You got to hold for the last shot here, don't you?
Absolutely.
17 all, 17 on the clock. Here's Lily Horn. Far side circle against that zone. Natty Krafels in the mid lane. Down low, Baxter. Baxter triple teamed in the corner to Gracie. Missed. Short. Rebound. Horn. Put back good.
Lily.
And that will get us to halftime. And Buhler with a 2-point lead. 19-17. Well, give both these defenses credit. They both did a great job of causing the opposing offense to struggle in the first half.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was saying to you at the break a little bit ago. This Clearwater defense is good. They held Wellington to just 46 points. Again, a Wellington team that's undefeated, and put up 90 on Trinity, 84 on Collegiate, and 91 on El Dorado. So this defense for Clearwater, holding Wellington to 46, that's something. So we got our work cut out for us.
Well, Buhler outscores Clearwater 12-6 in the second quarter. They lead by 2 at halftime, 19-17. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Stallman Ag Risk Management, Bank of the Plains, by Hospice and Home Care Reno County, and by Hutchinson Regional Medical Center. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM.
You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Keniston with McPherson Dental Care. McPherson Dental Care has many options for your orthodontic journey. We do braces, and we also do Invisalign. For example, Invisalign, which is a way to move your teeth more gentle, much more quicker. It's clear and removable, and it gradually straightens your teeth with no brackets, wires, and it's faster and more comfortable than braces.
McPherson Dental in Buhler, Inman, Hillsborough, McPherson, and Lyons, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
New look for the new year. At I Need a Cleaners, our expert starching will have your jeans and shirts looking sharp and feeling good to start your season fresh. Like your dress pants, creased and pressed? I Need a Cleaners has got you covered and will do the work for you so you can look and feel your professional self every day. Our expert dry cleaning services ensure your garments stay fresh, fitted, and ready to face the new year in style. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
It's halftime. While the players in the locker room are getting ready for the second half, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. News coming out of Kansas Athletics as they were on the hunt for the new volleyball coach. after a historic run by head coach Ray Bouchard came to a close after announcing his retirement following the end of last fall's season. And they found their guy. Their new head coach is Matt Ulmer. He is the 7th head coach in the volleyball program's history at KU, and he has a big track record going into Lawrence. He previously was the head coach at the University of Oregon from 2017 until this past season, making the NCAA tournament every single year, including 3 times heading to the Elite Eight. He was also the youngest coach to ever win a national championship in volleyball history when he was the head coach of the beach volleyball team at Long Beach State in 2013. Tomorrow we'll have KCAC basketball action as we will have 3 doubleheaders tomorrow. Starting off on 98.9 1540 KMCP, McPherson College will have a doubleheader at home against Avila. Pregame coverage will begin at 12:45 p.m. as the women will tip off at 1 and the men at 3 o'clock. Those same times go for Sterling College as they will be at home against Southwestern, which you can hear on Kansas Rocks 100.3. But then we'll have a later doubleheader on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5 as Bethany College will host Friends University for a doubleheader. Pregame coverage will be at 4:45. The women will tip off at 5 and then the men at 7. Sticking with college hoops, tomorrow afternoon is the first installment of the Sunflower Showdown for this year's basketball season. KU is coming off of a loss to Iowa State on Wednesday, while K-State is currently on a 4-game losing streak, but want to pull off the big-time upset on the road. KU will be without KJ Adams, who did injure his shoulder on Wednesday. Head coach Bill Self said earlier today that it is a separated shoulder and he is week to week. The tip-off for that game is at noon, and it will air on national television on CBS. You can hear KU's coverage of the game on 94.7 KSKU around the Hutchinson area, with coverage beginning at 10:30 a.m. But in the Larned and Golden Belt area, you can hear K-State's coverage on 92.3 1510 KLQR. They will start their coverage at 11 o'clock. And then finally, the Kansas City Chiefs are back in action for the divisional playoffs tomorrow afternoon. They are one of 4 games going on in the divisional playoffs this weekend, but the number 1 seed Chiefs, who finished the regular season 15-2, are looking to become the first team to ever three-peat in the NFL. Kickoff of the game is at 3:30 as the Chiefs will host the Houston Texans. You can hear radio coverage on Mix 96.7 starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. At your halftime report, more basketball coverage is coming up next.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance.
bounce, but odd way to end an odd game. How would you feel if I told you, hey, we're going to have a girl drop 24 on us, we're only going to score 40, and Nat is only going to have 5. We're on the road, maybe looking ahead to Salina.
This team buckles down on defense, buddy.
Yes, sir. You know, at one point, I had said this is Buhler doing Buhler things. I really believe that there's an identity now to this team that I don't know if they had at the beginning of the year. I'm not sure they had maybe at all last year. They showed flashes of it at certain points last year, but it was building to this. And this kind of gutty win is the thing that's going to help them propel into a huge season and make some noise in sub-state and maybe state.
So for Clearwater, 24 for Justine Berlin, 6 for Kaylee Hampton, 6 for McKenna Hampton, 3 for Cameron Carlson. A team high 18 tonight for Gracie Ord for Buhler, and when Buhler needed somebody to step up, Gracie Ord said, hop on, I'm going to take us the rest of the way. Not that everybody else didn't contribute in key moments of the game. But Gracie Ord, 8 in the first half, 10 in the second half, 4 threes, a season high for her in 3-point makes. She was big when they needed her to be, particularly in that second half.
I'm going to check. I'm not sure how many other times this year Gracie scored in double figures, but it hasn't been a ton because she hasn't had to.
Her season high was 22. That was in the Nickerson game, very first game of the year. Charlie Baxter with 5, Stanley Brooks with 6, Natalia Krafels with 5, Tori Tustin with 1, Lillian Horn with 5. Buhler finishes 7 of 14 from the free throw line, and Clearwater 4 of 9. The other big stat in the game, I think both teams had key offensive rebounds tonight, but there were 2 or 3 possessions in the second half on Buhler's end of the floor when they really extended possessions with multiple offensive rebounds.
Yeah, the total numbers for the game, Buhler 21, Clearwater 10, and that is 13 offensive rebounds in the second half. They had 4 on 1 possession.
21 offensive boards.
21 offensive boards.
That's a stat of the game.
It has to be. I mean, and get this, the turnovers were a factor in the first half. First quarter, Buhler they had 6 turnovers already in the first quarter to Clearwater's 4. Both teams settled down a little bit, 2 apiece in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Buhler just won. In the fourth quarter, Buhler just won. Clearwater didn't turn it over in the fourth, I believe, and had 4 in the third quarter. So the totals weren't as much as what it looked like it was going to be, but those offensive rebounds were absolutely huge.
Very big. Buhler wins by 140-39 tonight's WIFCO Steel Products Player of the Game. The expert in steel fabrication online at WIFCOSP.com, Gracie Ord, senior point guard, 4 threes and 18 points to lead the way tonight. Guys game coming up, and we'll continue after this. Listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
The Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors and strengthening families. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, this is Mamie Coldren with the Buhler Booster Club. The Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics at Buhler High School. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals. We are excited to be able to accept credit card payments at our concession stands this year. Buhler Booster Club is grateful for the continued support from our generous donors.
Hi, it's Aaron West, voice of the Crusaders. Ad Astra Radio is a proud Buhler Booster Club member.
Running a business is tough, but protecting it doesn't have to be. At DJ Kaufman Agency, we offer comprehensive business insurance that keeps your hard work safe. Whether you're a small startup or a growing enterprise, we've got the right coverage for you. From liability and property insurance to workers' comp and business interruption, our policies are tailored to fit your needs and your budget. Contact us today, 620-669-0410, or stop by our office in Hutchinson at 17 East 30th Avenue. DJ Kaufman Insurance is a member of the Trusted Choice Independent independent agencies.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Getting ready to mow? Hi, this is Janet Dick inviting you to stop by our locally owned Dick's Phillips 66. At Dick's, we offer the non-alcohol premium fuel your mowers and trimmers prefer, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our Rise Up Reno postgame, we'll get thoughts from Coach as Buhler wins it 40-39. I was just showing you, we unofficially had you at 21 offensive rebounds. There were 2 or 3 possessions in the second half, Coach, where you had multiples. And boy, in a night where there wasn't a lot of energy in the gym to start, and it kind of reflected the play on the floor, I thought for both teams, your girls really buckled down and gritted out a tough win.
Yeah, we did, and I thought that just, so proud of that group that's finished. This senior group for us shows so much maturity, and you can see that growth from some of these situations we ran into last year and how they're handling it now in the game situation. On a night that shots aren't falling, fourth quarter free throws aren't falling, when you can have 21 offensive rebounds, that's a huge point of emphasis for us, especially this week against their zone. Just really proud of the way we finished. We've got a couple ugly ones in a row. Give us some confidence going to the SIT next week.
You guys have kind of developed an identity with that grittiness. You talk about the offensive rebounds, just the hustle plays, going after the 50-50 balls, and then the way they've really buckled down and played defense.
Yeah, and I love that about our kids. Our kids are so unselfish. They're willing to put their body on the line for their team, and that's just special. And we talk about it. We rep it in practice. We dive on the floor for loose balls. That's a drill we run just about every other day. So it's something our kids take a lot of pride in, and we needed every single one of those tonight.
Justine Berlin had 24 for them. She gets her 4th foul early in the third. I'm like, there's no way she's going to finish the game without 5, and somehow she did it.
Yeah, she's a special player. We were scouting her. I was like, man, she's going to be a matchup problem, and just works really hard for them, and such a smart player. If you can trust your kid in there that late with 4 fouls, that's special, and she's going to be a good one for them in the future. And we've got to learn how to handle big posts like that, so that's a great experience.
And final thought, Gracie hit some big shots for you.
Yeah, she did. She finally, loved that kid to death, and her defense was on fire tonight. That got her offense going, and then when she leads us like that, even on nights where some of our others are just a little bit off, she's just a special kid.
All right, Coach. Well, you get the top seed in the SIT. Those early afternoon games are always interesting because it's an odd time.
Yeah, 3 o'clock's a bit strange getting them out of school early, but that means we get back so that we get ready for the game the next night. So kids are excited about that. That number 1 seed beginning of the season, we talked about some goals for the seniors, and that was one of them. So we get to check that box, and I'm very proud of our kids for that.
All right, Coach, congrats. We'll see you Thursday next week in Salina.
Looking forward to it. Thanks.
40-39, the final. We'll get ready for the guys' game when we come back here on HKFM.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Do you own a business? Would you like to bank with a fellow locally owned business? Hi, this is Lucas Sawyer, Executive Vice President with the Prairie Bank of Kansas. At Prairie Bank, we love working with our locally owned businesses. We understand the challenges businesses face because we're local just like you. Stop by and see us at our Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson branches today, or check out prairiebankks.com. Member FDIC, Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
Blue Stem Pace, with locations in McPherson and Hutchinson, is taking referrals now. At Blue Stem Pace, a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly, people age 55 and better with complex medical issues can take advantage of services to better manage medical issues and have opportunities for social activities, prepared meals, and more. Don't face your health challenges alone. Blue Stem Pace is ready to help seniors live well at home. Learn more by calling 844-588-7223 or go to www.bluestempace.org.
Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering has your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday nights. In Heston, open Tuesday through Sunday. Join them for an all-day breakfast, classic comfort food favorites, or daily lunch specials featuring a wide and unique variety. Thursday nights come in for theme nights like the famous fried chicken, waffles, burgers, Mexican or Italian, and ask about catering options. Find them online at watersedgeheston.com for menu and catering options.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away at B and Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Croft Lumber, by Rise Up Freedom Prevention Network, and by Happy Egg. We're about 4 minutes from the tip of our guys game. Coming up, Buhler Hutton win number 3, 2-5, 1-3 in the league, averaging 46 points a game, but giving up 57. Clearwater hunting for a win. They are 0-9 on the season. Scored just 19 at Andale on Tuesday, averaging 36, giving up 63. Even in that list, that loss, Andrew, 61-52 at Augusta. I did not think we played bad at all in that game. Certainly not reflective of the final score.
Yeah, there was a few too many little things that Augusta was doing better, some crashing the boards and that kind of thing. I think one of the biggest stats, I kind of crunched some numbers today on the season. In Buhler's 2 wins, they were +3 against Nickerson in rebounds, +9 against Mulvane. And then the losses, +4, -1, -4, -10, -9, and -4. Well, actually, -4 was the average. They're -4 in rebounding in the losses, +6 on average rebounding in the wins. So that's going to be a huge key again today. And I think that was the key at Augusta.
Well, it's been good to have Jakey back. He's stepped in and contributed right away, 12.7 boards on Tuesday. And you knew that Isaiah was going to have a breakout game. It's just, you can see early season frustration with the shots not falling. Finally broke that basket open, though, at Augusta and scored 19 on Tuesday.
Yeah, and some of these guys that can have a breakout game every once in a while need to start doing it every week. And it doesn't have to be the same guy every game, but if we get 16 from Mitchell and we get 12 or 15 from Jared, and we get Jacob to do his normal 12 to 15, all of a sudden we're looking a lot better when we get some of the scoring from the other guys. And then we'll have somebody like Julian go in and get 10. And you're looking good at that point, but you got to do it all at the same time. So
I found that the offense is better, obviously, when things are going well defensively, but more than that, just when you're playing with energy and the ball is swinging side to side, things seem to come easier.
You know, that's what film study is for. You got a lot to look at now, and it's sometimes we are seeing it as it happens, and we're not seeing exactly how brutal that possession was until you go back and look and you go, wow, that was right there. Or defensively, nobody blocked out on that rebound, or whatever it is, and you go, well, that's the little stuff that needs to get cleared up, and the guys need to see it on tape so they can know exactly why that possession went the way it did. And there's been a lot of that I've seen, and I think the boys will correct a lot of that stuff here in the second part of the season.
Well, a golden opportunity to get win number 3 on the season tonight. We'll set it up for you with the starting lineups and the tip next here on HKFM.
The Midway Motors drive to the game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Perry, and I work with McPherson Dental Care, and we are excited to have 6 locations in our communities in order to serve and take care of your dental needs. McPherson Dental believes whether you are 2 or 92, your teeth are important to your overall health, and we want to make sure we are taking care of you and your loved ones every step of the way. It's our honor to live and work in your communities, and we want to thank you for choosing us and letting us be your hometown dentist.
That's McPherson Dental, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
We tend to think of winter as dark and dreary, but there are lots of bright sunny days. Plus, there are the harmful UV rays, snow and ice glare, and the dreaded dry eyes of winter. All reasons Prairie Star encourages you to come in for quality sunglasses, especially right now when you can save 20%. Some restrictions may apply. Prairie Star Vision and Optical Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
There we have the national anthem sung before our men's game tonight. Let's take a look at our Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union. Call Monty Cross 620-888-6485. Clearwater 0-9, 0-5 in the league under head coach Jonathan Dykestall. A 6-foot senior, 0, Cale Carlson. A 5'10 senior, number 1, Gage Clevenger. A 6-foot senior, number 3, Trent Fisher. A 6'5 senior, number 11, Isaac Smith. And a 5'11 freshman, number 21, Blaze Clevenger. Carlson, Clevenger, Fisher, Smith, and Clevenger for Clearwater. For Coach Eric Tate's Buhler Crusaders, now 7 games in, 2-5. 1-3 in the league. At guard, a 5'10 junior, 0, Isaiah Heredia. He had his career best 19 on Tuesday, averaging now 10 points a game. At guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 5, McCade Zachary. Zachary back in that starting lineup tonight. At forward, a 6'1 junior, number 24, Jacob Miller. 2 games back, he had 12 to go along with 7 rebounds on Tuesday at Augusta. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 33, Julian Morrison. And Julian averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds a game. And the 5th starter, a guard, a 6'2 junior, number 13, Luke Holmberg, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds. Heredia, Zachary, Holmberg, Miller, and Morrison. Buhler will be in their road maroon uniforms tonight with the black and white trim and the black and white numerals. It'll be the road whites, or the home whites, excuse me, with the powder blue trim and the powder blue numerals for Clearwater. Just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. I Need a Cleaners, it's where to take your clothes. So Buhler and Clearwater coming up on this Friday night before the SIT. Hey, nominate your mom for the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. A chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. Busy night of basketball in the league. Busy night of basketball on the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network. Other games for Republic County at Lyons, Nickerson at Smoky Valley, Hillsboro at Heston, Hutch Trinity at Remington, Bennington at Sterling. And you can find all the action on our broadcast booth page at adastraradio.com. Here's the tip, controlled by Clearwater, right to left underway. Crusader basketball on KWHK Hutchinson. And right away, Clearwater turns it over as they try to feed it inside to Blaze Clevenger. And we're going the other way. Aaron West, Andrew up with you here at Clearwater High School. Girls won it 40-39. Now the guys with their first offensive possession to our right. Here is Heredia inside Miller. Jacob Strong lays it up and in. Interesting to see if anybody who has, if Clearwater has anybody who can match up physically with Jacob. Indians back in the half court where they turn it over, their first trip up the floor. They dump it inside. Jumper good for Isaac Smith, and it's a tie game, 2-2. Clearwater in their last 49 games. It's been a tough stretch. They have just 5 wins over their last 49 games. Here's McCade Zachary, right side circle. He'll drive and kick to Morrison in the lane. Far side, Heredia.
Good ball movement.
In the corner, 3 is short from Luke Holmberg. Rebound, Clearwater. Indians up the floor right to left. 6:40 to play in the first, and a long 3 is short. Missed by Gage Clevenger. Rebound, Crusaders. Isaiah going inside, stripped to the ball, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Well, an injury update, our Pile Law injury updates. Mitchell McDaniel returned his ankle about a week and a half ago, missed the first 2 games of the week, expected to be back and see time off the bench tonight. That's good news for head coach Eric Tate. Another good news is Jacob Miller's 2 for 2 as he goes right back inside, and Buhler retakes the lead 4-2.
Nice left hand there for Jake once he got into the lane.
Clearwater the other way. And a right-handed shot missed by Isaac Smith. Rebound, Buhler. By the way, if you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pile Law, 241-9000. Our Pile Law injury update. There's McCade Zachary, missed inside. And a rebound for Clearwater in a 2-point game, 4-2. Cale Carlson has it, right side circle. They'll bring it to the left to Trent Fisher. Fisher down along that left baseline. Floater now in the lane. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound, Julian Morrison. Here comes J-Mo up the floor inside. By the way, as he's tied up, the arrow will keep it with Buhler. I got to give Julian a plug as he's bowling too. Did you know that?
No, now?
Yes.
Bowling is he
going to
wrestle?
Well, he's not bowling right now, but he's on the bowling team.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's pretty cool.
There's McCade Zachary. Holmberg. Out to Isaiah, catch and shoot. 3! Picks up where he left off on Tuesday. It's good.
I think he was like 1 for his first 11 or something like that, and he shot about 50% since from outside the arc.
7-2. Now the ball knocked loose. Buhler with a full court press. Still loose on the deck. Picked up by Julian Morrison.
What a
Julian
pass.
ahead to Jacob. Layup miss for the foul. That'll put Miller at the line for 2.
That turnover was caused by 2 deflections by Isaiah Heredia. One of them diving on the floor. All of a sudden, Julian thinks he's a point guard out there, and he is leading the break on the last 2 possessions.
Jacob Miller, 2 games back, 6 of 11 at the free throw line. He's a career 66% free throw shooter, and he makes the first. Buhler this year as a team shooting 61%. Here's Carter Jones. We did not see Carter Jones Monday or Tuesday, but he's the 6th man tonight. 5'10" senior comes in. Jakey goes 1 of 2 at the line. It's 8-2. Buhler by 6. 4:51 to play in the first. Inside, Shot pops in and out for Isaac Smith. Rebound Buhler. Luke Holmberg, first side of the floor, has it left to right. Isaiah out front. Right side to Carter Jones. In the corner, Miller. Jakey takes the three, missed. Rebound offensively. Buhler comes away with it to Isaiah. Three, too strong. Rebound, Julian Morrison tied up and then wrestled away by Trent Fisher. Fisher the other way, wants to go right to the rack. Nice move. Lays it up and in, and
tough.
they're going to call a foul, a blocking foul on Carter Jones.
Carter got there just a little late, but I think he was set. It was just that he kind of caught him on the way down. And that almost was a charge for Carter, but
those plays happen so fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's impossible to know for sure.
We're up here with 20/20 hindsight, of course.
No, I went to the eye doctor today. I do not have 20/20 vision.
Yeah, but if you look at the replay, do you?
Yeah. By the way, meanwhile, the shot clock, or not the shot clock, but the scoreboard on both ends of the gym has gone dark.
We should just yell it from here, what we've got. For the fans at home,
it's 8-2.
We are way up in the corner.
It actually should be 8-4. Yeah. If you didn't hear before, we're up in the corner with a barricade in front of us. We're having like these steel bars that we have to look through.
So I know Clearwater is the Indians. It's not any kind of bird mascot, but we got a circle. We're up high, but we don't have the cage in front of us. This should be the bird cage. I feel like I'm in a bird cage for sure.
Fisher completes the three-point play at the line. It's 8-5. So a three-point game, 4:13 to go in the first. As Carter Jones swings it out high to Mitchell McDaniel, who's now in the game. Good to have Mitchell back after that ankle injury. Isaiah goes right and left. Jones left wing. Morrison.
Good move.
Around the defender, shot too strong off the back
Good
of the
job,
iron.
Carter.
Carter Jones ties up Clevenger inside on the rebound, but the possession arrow says Clearwater ball. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Stamatic of Central Kansas. I Need a Cleaners by the Rex Redinger Agency and by Holly's Sweet Treats. Clearwater ball, 3:43 to play the first. It's an 8-5 game. Indians. Pass inside. Cale Carlson stole it away. Clearwater turns it over. Here comes Isaiah. Cut off on the right baseline. Plays it out of the wing to Mitchell. Long three. McDaniel.
Wow.
Yes! That is number 9 on the season for Mitchell McDaniel, shooting right around 27%. 11-5. 6-point game. 3:10 to go in the first. There's a shot inside. Count it. Another three-point opportunity at the rim for Clearwater as that shot goes in for Trent Fisher, and he's going to go back to the free throw line.
The shot did not go in. It just messed with the net a little bit, but he's going to get 2 free throws here.
Okay.
They got Isaiah on that. I really thought it was Julian with his hand there.
Did not go in, but Heredia with a foul, and Fisher, the first at the line, is good.
I like it better when Isaiah doesn't get a bunch of fouls.
Substitutions, Asher Zachary and Jared Miller have now entered the Buhler lineup. It's those two with Jacob Miller, Mitchell McDaniel, and Isaiah Heredia.
Not that I like anybody else getting a bunch of fouls, but you know who can get some? Carter Jones.
Clearwater?
Well, sure. How about number 42 for the girls on Clearwater? I'm still looking for her to get her 5th foul.
Fisher goes 1 of 2 at the line. It's 11-6. 5-point game. 2:51 to go in the first. Mitchell, 3.
Let's go,
2
Mitchell.
For 2. Mitchell McDaniel, welcome back.
Yeah. I was just sitting with the ankle injury, thinking about making threes all day.
14-6. And a near steal by McDaniel.
We have not shot very good from 3 all year so far. This is going to help today so far. This is great.
I think we're 3 for 4. Timeout Clearwater. 2:35 to go in the first. 14-6 Buhler. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Our family would like to welcome your family to Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore. We are Kansas' most remarkable blend of bulk food, full-service deli, bakery, Christian books, and gifts. We have a great selection of baking items, a spice section that will amaze you, candy options that you won't believe.
Check out our kitchen corner for hard-to-find gadgets. And don't forget we have gifts and cards for all ages. Come see all that our small store offers and you will be surprised. Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore in Pleasant View, the little store that offers you more.
95.9 HKFM.
Buhler 3 of 5 from beyond the arc in the early going. On the season as a team, they shoot just 25%. Opposing teams, Andrew and I have talked about this a lot, the three-factor opposing teams against us this year are shooting almost 40% from beyond the arc, which...
That's, and it's not like they're getting amazing looks. Our defense has been pretty decent. Again, watching film, I've seen a few times where I'm like, wow, why did they leave that guy wide open? But at the same time, they're hitting an extraordinary amount of tough three-pointers. That's got to even out at some point.
Clearwater lost the ball right in front of the Buhler bench out of bounds. Buhler's going to come the other way. Here's Isaiah Heredia in the right corner. Down low, Ruben Harder in the game now. On the right block position, layup good.
Ruben, I believe, is leading our team in overall field goal percentage. Doesn't take many, but it's something like 70%.
16-6, a 10-point game, 1:50 to go, and now
10-second violation, yes.
A 10 count on the Indians. As Blaze Clevenger will return for Clearwater. Hunter Martin, a freshman, had been in there. He goes out.
How about the position Ruben Harder got on that last play? And Isaiah found him like, you know, he's their go-to guy all the time.
Jared Miller right side. He's going to drive. Gives off in the corner to Asher Zachary. Now Harder in the mid lane. Back out to Jared for three. Miller rims long. Rebound and a foul. Is that going to be on Asher Zachary?
It's another guy we can afford to get a few.
He's a guy who can shoot, Asher. Excited to watch him grow. We lose a couple of good seniors next year. He continues to grow his game.
So I got a little excited. Ruben is...
Oh, there's a steal by Mitchell McDaniel. Mitchell layup.
Wow.
Yes!
Ruben is 56% on the year. 5 for 9 on field goals. But that last field goal should put his percentage up a little bit.
Yeah, pumping him up a bit.
Yeah, of course.
18-6 and a whistle and a foul the other way. It's been a lot of contact inside. This will already be Clearwater's third trip to the line in the first quarter. Fourth team foul on Buhler. It is the first on Ruben Harder. And the free throw at the line is good for Cale Carlson. Hey, I've got some good news for you in the three-point department. Buhler, it seems like teams have shot the absolute best they've shot in the history ever against us. Clearwater doesn't want to shoot threes. In and out, no good on the second. 18-7. It's an 11-point game. 1:04 left in the first. Jared Miller left side. Asher Zachary feeds out of the wing. Mitchell McDaniel in and out, no good. Offensive rebound and putback is blocked out of bounds. Asher had it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders on their end of the floor. As Austin Hastings, a sophomore, checks into the ballgame for Clearwater. Jared plays it in at the left elbow. McCade Zachary missed the shot, but another offensive rebound. Miller swings it, far side circle to McDaniel. Here's Jared Miller. Down to 41 seconds to go in the quarter. 15 on the shot clock here. Ball knocked loose inside. Asher Zachary on the deck, fighting for it.
He called timeout.
And
wow,
a timeout
Asher
called.
All right.
With 33 seconds to go in the quarter. 18-7 Buhler from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
This is Jason Stallman with Stallman Ag Risk Management and the Sylvius Insurance Group. I take pride in partnering with my clients for all their crop, pasture, and livestock insurance needs. Stallman Ag Risk Management. Contact me today.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. 33 seconds to go, first quarter. Buhler 18 and Clearwater 7. It's Buhler ball after that timeout. Jared Miller to play it in off the baseline. Buhler playing to our right here in the first half. Cade Zachary feeds it far side McDaniel. In the lane, Morrison has his shot blocked, but that's a foul.
It's a great move. Made a decision quickly. Took a dribble where it was safe to and got up to the goal. Drew the foul.
You know, here's an interesting change. Same officiating crew from our girls game. I felt like for the most part they really let him play on the inside in the girls game.
They let him play on the outside too. Ask our guards.
They are not doing that in this game.
Yeah, not as much. It's a different pace.
Julian Morrison missing the first of the line. It follows on Isaac Smith, his first. Julian on the year, coming in 15 of 22 at the charity stripe. Second on the way is good. First point for Julian.
Surprised to look down and see that was his first point because he's been all over the glass so far. I don't have the total stat, but I think it's around 5 rebounds for Julian.
12-point game as Carter Jones returns.
On pace for 20 rebounds in the game.
And McDaniel goes out. Clearwater up the floor inside and score it for Isaac Smith. 19-9. Lead is 10. 7 on the clock here in the first quarter. Shot clock off. Jared Miller looking to Morrison in the lane. Ball knocked loose. Picked up McKay Zachary at the buzzer. Off the front iron. Missed.
Looked good.
He was on just short. And that'll get us to the end of the first. Your score, Buhler 19 and Clearwater 9. Second quarter coming up from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 83 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way to right way.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Abilene Animal Hospital, by Plaza Astor Realty, Phoenix Restoration, and the Bradbury Company. Shot rattles in. Was that Morrison left side for 2 to open the second quarter. Julian's first field goal, now a steal, 21-9.
Nice.
And a floater in the lane is good by McKay Zachary.
That was a great use of the Euro step. Another tip pass by Isaiah Heredia. Ends up in a steal for Buhler and goes the other way.
23-9. 7:24 to play in the half now. Clearwater in their half court. Gets Buhler's man-to-man. Isaac Smith takes his man off the dribble inside. We've got a whistle and a foul call. 5 on the floor for Buhler. McKay Zachary, Luke Holmberg, Isaiah Heredia, Jacob Miller, and Julian Morrison. Foul on Julian, his first. He becomes the 4th different Crusader with a foul in the game. All 4 with just 1. Long 3. Gage Clevenger was almost out of bounds in front of the Buhler bench when he shot that. Missed it, rebound Buhler.
You know, Goddard and Winfield would have made that.
Yes. There's Morrison inside, and contact in foul, or the kid from Augusta.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget? It was 3 days ago. It's just happened so much to us this year. I lose track.
Foul on Trey Fitcher of Clearwater. That'll be his first team foul of the quarter. Buhler to play it in off the baseline. Isaiah Heredia, a long pass up near the tie line, and McCade Zachary.
I believe
Clearwater in a 2-3 zone here. It's Holmberg right side. Far side to Isaiah. Now Morrison. Jacob, what an extra pass. Holmberg, layup good.
That's pretty basketball right there. That's exactly how you break a zone down.
That was a fantastic extra pass from Jacob Miller to make it a 26-point game.
I think that makes
16-point game.
Well, makes Coach Tate and every other coach out there watching happy to see that.
And we'll make that our Happy Egg Company excellent play of the game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. Jakey could have taken that himself, but made the unselfish extra pass to make it 25-9.
Yeah.
6:21 to go in the half. Here's another foul.
Well, it's one of those plays that we get a foul on McCade that Jake may have a shot that's got a 75% chance of going in, but he found a guy that had a 98% shot of going in. And just that one extra pass, boom. Beautiful, beautiful play.
Foul on McCade Zachary, his first. He's the fifth Crusader with a foul in this game. Inside, shot up, shot good for Trent Fisher. 25-11. Lead is 14, 6:04 to go before halftime. McCade Zachary, right side circle. Takes one dribble, plays it off the bounce. Morrison to the left. Out high to Miller. Jacob drives left side lane line. Shot blocked. Ball taken away. Long outlet pass stolen by Isaiah Heredia. Isaiah got there before the Indian offensive player did. Now a little out of control on the baseline. Both Julian and McCade end up out of bounds on the deck. And the ball will go back the other way.
I was going to say how both teams were keeping the turnovers pretty low so far, but
just had them back-to-back, boom, boom.
Yeah. I don't even have to say it anymore. I can just think it and it happens.
Tug Garrison is now in the game for Clearwater. He hands it off to Fisher out high. Left side circle to Gage Clevenger.
You think Tug is short for anything?
This could be. Head fake in the lane by Fisher. Plays it up high, Clevenger, left side circle, Fisher. Long three, Clevenger, missed back iron with time expiring on the shot clock. Now Morrison and Fisher were trailing the play as the ball went back the other way quickly after that miss. And Fisher ended up on the floor. They're going to call it double foul.
Both, yep.
So second on Morrison, second on Fisher, who were having a disagreement there.
Yeah, and I think normally that might be a play on. If anything, it would have been rough to get it on either of them alone, just because they were kind of tangled up. But at the same time, there was getting a little bit of extra stuff going on. I think the ref wanted to say, "Hey, let's settle that all down right now. You're both getting a foul. We're going to chill."
Mitchell McDaniel returns, and McCade Zachary goes out for Buhler. Ruben Harder, Jared Miller also back in the game, replacing Holmberg and Morrison. Here's Jacob Miller, three, too strong left corner. His brother, Jared, with a rebound. Luke off to Isaiah. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. Fourth make of the night from the outside for the Crusaders. Second for Isaiah. And it's 28-11. 4:35 to go. Buhler had missed three in a row before that make from Heredia. Here's Trent Fisher driving left side lane line. Nice spin move. Tough finish though, in and out, no good. Rebound Mitchell McDaniel. McDaniel up the floor through traffic. Far side circle. Slings it out high to Heredia. With 4:13 on the game clock in the second quarter. It's 28-11. Jared Miller, Harder, He'll drive and kick. Isaiah left corner. Along the baseline.
Oh,
Trying to sneak a pass into Jacob Miller, and it's going to be picked off.
That would have been real nifty if Jake would have just taken a half a step to the right before that pass came through. But he didn't really, Isaiah really didn't have anywhere else to go on that.
Clearwater back to our left in their half-court offense. Trailing by 17. Tug Garrison, ball stolen away. Heredia out front, the other way. Oh. Stopped to set his feet for a little jump shot, and he ends up with an Indian on his back.
Yeah, you let the defender, that's one of those jump stop real quick.
Let him overplay.
And that he did.
Right over the top of Isaiah. It's a foul on Trent Fisher.
It can get scary when somebody leaves their feet and they have somebody run underneath them, and luckily he got up, looks okay.
It'll be Fisher's first. Buhler will play it in off the baseline. You know, the worst thing that can happen is if a player were to hit his head on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Asher Zachary, right side, Mitchell McDaniel. Off to Jared Miller. Make it Jacob Miller. Traveling on Jacob in the lane.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with Coastal Products, by Wade Patton Insurance, Hutch Rec, and Hutchinson Community College. Hutch CC, proud sponsor of our midseason tournament weeks coming up next week. We'll tip off Thursday from the SIT. Here's a steal. Asher Zachary inside layup missed. Rebound Mitchell McDaniel, and a whistle and a foul on the floor. It stops play with 2:57 to go in the half.
That was a good, strong play by Asher. He defended on the press, reached with the correct hand out front, got the steal, and went right to the goal. Drew the contact, no call, but Mitchell was right there on the other side.
Holberg in. Jacob Miller out. Buhler on the inbound, leading 28-11. Here's Harder, right side McDaniel. They'll swing it in the corner to Isaiah. Heredia through traffic through three Indians. Gives it up to Rubin in the lane. Soft shot up off the glass, won't fall. Rebound put back, Asher missed. Rebound put back, Harder missed. Rebound Clearwater.
Tough little play, didn't end up with any points, but two more offensive rebounds for the Crusaders.
Indians back up that floor. Hunter Martin gets tangled up in the lane. He ends up on his seat, so too does Reuben Harder for Buhler. And they'll call the foul on Reuben. He becomes the second Crusader in the game with two. Indians play it in. It's 28-11. Buhler with 9 points so far in the second quarter, after 19 in the first. James Ake has now checked into the game. A 6'2 sophomore. Long three up top, missed, back iron by Hunter Martin. Rebound Mitchell McDaniel up the floor to Isaiah. Here comes Heredia up the right side of the floor, slips it out on the wing to Mitchell for a three, bombs away. His third in the game.
Welcome back, Mitchell.
31-11, and the lead is now 20. Now a steal. 1:37 to go in the half. Holmberg tied up and fouled in the lane. Well, so far, this game does not have the tenseness of the girls' game.
Anything can happen.
How many times have you seen a team? It is so hard once you get a big lead to come back out in the second half and keep it pedal to the metal. How many times have you seen a team come storming back?
Well, it depends on the team. I think here, like you said, Clearwater is not a great three-point shooting team. They don't like to shoot a lot of them at all.
Foul is the second on Gage Clevenger. Luke Holmberg makes the first at the line, but you know what I'm saying? You get up big. It's hard to keep that same energy and intensity in the second
I mean,
half.
it can get a little closer than it probably should. We've seen the girls with big leads a few times that have kind of got a little too close for comfort in the second half.
So Luke makes both at the line to make it 33-11. We've got a timeout on the floor. 22-point advantage. Minute 35 to go in the half from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
The Hutchinson Medicine Shop is entering its 25th year of current ownership. Rick Stone purchased the shop from previous owner Rod Smith in 2000. There were 6 local independent drugstores in Hutchinson at that time. Today, the Hutch Medicine Shop is the last man standing. Dating back to the first settlement in America, the local drugstore has been the staple of every community. We hope that you continue supporting the Medicine Shop and all local businesses in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Let's give you some girls' finals in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Our girls won tonight, 18 from Gracie Ord, 40-39. Bennington beat Sterling, 49-43. Remington over Trinity Catholic, 56-31. Heston beat Hillsborough. We'll see Heston later in the year, 39-30. Kendall Brugan had 16. She's pretty good for Heston.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that up close here in a couple weeks.
Clearwater inbounds out of the timeout. 33-11 is our score. 90 seconds or so to go here in this half. Ball knocked out of the hands of Gage Clevenger. Carter Jones on the floor diving for the loose ball. And we're going to have a jump ball. It'll be Clearwater ball on the arrow on the tie-up.
He was way behind that play, and the ball was on the ground with the Indian in front, and he just put some effort into it and got there for the tie-up.
Little hook shot in the lane now, missed by Isaac Smith. Rebound Buhler, here comes Isaiah. Right down that right lane line, kicks to Asher, right corner three, rocks it up.
Why not? Asher's playing a heck of a game all of a sudden. 3 or 4 steals, a couple offensive rebounds.
That's the 6th 3 made in the game now, 36-11. Here's Ake inside, shot blocked by Zachary.
Yeah. Can we say that's Asher doing Asher stuff now?
He's picking it up.
Let's get some of these guys confident. Some of these young guys that don't play a ton, making plays today.
Sports is so much about confidence and toughness. Right corner three, Clevenger missed. Heredia plays it ahead. Mitchell on a three, missed, and then it went over the backboard. I mean,
check for Mitchell, huh?
The toughness when a negative play happens, you got to forget it.
Yep.
Just get right back out on the horse. 36-11. Buhler picks up full court pressure. 34 seconds to go in the half now. 36-11. Mitchell McDaniel with a steal, then stripped out of bounds. Last touched by Clearwater's Hunter Martin. So it's going to be Buhler ball and another Clearwater turnover. Here is Isaiah Heredia with the first half shot clock off now. 36-11, 22 seconds to go. Isaiah feeds Mitchell to the right of the three-point line. Carter Jones, they'll swing it left. Holmberg and then Heredia. Isaiah pinned along that out-of-bounds line in front of the Clearwater bench. Up top, McDaniel. Mitchell dribbling the crossover. Down to 5 to shoot here. McDaniel goes right, and he'll shoot the three over the defender, and he banked it in.
You know, just like we wanted it. Nothing going on, nothing going on. Back off the screen and hit the three off the glass at the buzzer. Why not?
39-11 as we go to halftime. Buhler with nearly 40 in the first half.
Mitchell with what, 14? 4 threes.
Not a bad night so far, huh?
Welcome back.
His season high 17 came way back in the Goddard game. 39-11. It's a 27-point game at halftime. Buhler leads it here tonight from Clearwater. Our final game before we start tournament play next week, the SIT next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Buhler's going to be in that 4-5 matchup. They've got the late game on Thursday, so the 4 of 4, I can't imagine it'll start before 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a late one.
Yeah, and on Friday, if both teams win, we will be back-to-back in the same gym. Yeah. And, of course, that's obviously not going to happen because we never get to play in the same gym.
Not very often. We'll see how it See how it turns out. Halftime is here, 39-11. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up on HKFM.
You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
This is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. For years, we've been known for our great service with our ag customers. But did you know we can handle your family or small business insurance needs as well? We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about what we can do for you. As an independent agency, we can shop different coverage options for you. Stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128 or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
Today's technology and yesterday's values. Your Central Prairie Co-op team. Helping maximize crops and growing that livestock. Your partner in production, count on CPC. With full service and convenience, locations close to you, where full value's always guaranteed. You get today's technology and yesterday's values. Call your Central Prairie Co-op team.
It's halftime. While the players in the locker room are getting ready for the second half, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. News coming out of Kansas Athletics as they were on the hunt for the new volleyball coach after a historic run by head coach Ray Bouchard came to a close after announcing his retirement following the end of last fall's season. And they found their guy. Their new head coach is Matt Ulmer. He is the 7th head coach in the volleyball program's history at KU, and he has a big track record going into Lawrence. He previously was the head coach at the University of Oregon from 2017 until this past season, making the NCAA tournament every single year, including 3 times heading to the Elite Eight. He was also the youngest coach to ever win a national championship in volleyball history when he was the head coach of the beach volleyball team at Long Beach State in 2013. Tomorrow we'll have KCAC basketball action as we will have 3 doubleheaders tomorrow. Starting off on 98.9 1540 KMCP, McPherson College will have a doubleheader at home against Avila. Pre-game coverage will begin at 12:45 p.m. as the women will tip off at 1 and the men at 3 o'clock. Those same times go for Sterling College as they will be at home against Southwestern, which you can hear on Kansas Rocks 100.3. But then we'll have a later doubleheader on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5 as Bethany College will host Friends University for a doubleheader. Pre-game coverage will be at 4:45. The women will tip off at 5 and then the men at 7. Sticking with college hoops, tomorrow afternoon is the first installment of the Sunflower Showdown for this year's basketball season. KU is coming off of a loss to Iowa State on Wednesday, while K-State is currently on a 4-game losing streak, but want to pull off the big-time upset on the road. KU will be without KJ Adams, who did injure his shoulder on Wednesday. Head coach Bill Self said earlier today that it is a separated shoulder and he is week to week. The tip-off for that game is at noon, and it will air on national television on CBS. You can hear KU's coverage of the game on 94.7 KSKU around the Hutchinson area, with coverage beginning at 10:30 a.m. But in the Larned and Golden Belt area, you can hear K-State's coverage on 92.3 1510 KLQR. They will start their coverage at 11 o'clock. And then finally, the Kansas City Chiefs are back in action for the divisional playoffs tomorrow afternoon. They are one of 4 games going on in the divisional playoffs this weekend, but the number 1 seed Chiefs, who finished the regular season 15-2, are looking to become the first team to ever three-peat in the NFL. Kickoff of the game is at 3:30 as the Chiefs will host the Houston Texans. You can hear radio coverage on Mix 96.7 starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. At your halftime report, more basketball coverage is coming up next.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Neufield's Flooring in Buhler. A few miles out of the city, light years out of the ordinary.
Since first opening their doors in 1965, Neufeld's Flooring has offered one-of-a-kind flooring and accessories that perfectly pull your project together. That long-standing tradition continues today. Regardless of budget, Neufeld's Flooring can help turn your dreams into realities. Visit their showroom at 110 West 2nd and Buhler and find Neufeld's Flooring online at neufelds.com.
You don't have to go out to the country to get quality collision repair anymore. Get it downtown. Hi, this is Colby with Hutch Auto Body, inviting you to check out our brand new, cutting-edge, professional shop. We're equipped with the latest tools to get you back on the road fast. Need repairs, an estimate, or a tow? Schedule anytime, 24/7, with our easy phone system or at hutchautobody.com. Call us today or stop by our shop in the iconic Yellow Cab McVeigh Building at Avenue A in Walnut. Hutch Auto Body, where quality meets convenience.
95.9 HKFM.
We're back here at halftime. Buhler leads at 39-11. They have not trailed tonight. Jacob Miller hit the opening shot. And Buhler has steadily pulled away ever since. Led 19-9 after one. They outscored Clearwater 20-2 in the second quarter to lead 39-11. From beyond the arc, they are 7 of 13. That's got to be a season high in makes for them, I would think.
For one game, probably.
14 from Mitchell McDaniel, who missed a couple of games and decided he'd make up for it all in the first half tonight.
No
with
kidding.
4 of those 7 threes. His season high, career high is 17. He's got 14 at the half. Isaiah with 6. Asher with 3. Luke with 4. Ruben with 2. Jacob with 5. And Julian with 3. Clearwater just 3 first half scores. 7 from Trent Fisher. 4 from Isaac Smith. And 1 from Cole Carlson. Good energy. We saw that on Tuesday at Augusta, Andrew, and continuing tonight. Good energy for the Crusaders.
Yeah, we actually hit 8 threes against Augusta, so that was one of the bright spots. Yeah, we were 8 for 20.
I'm telling you, we did not play bad in that game.
No, we didn't. And there was a lot of pick up where we left off from that momentum from Tuesday night, if you can call it. You know, we don't like to say things like a moral victory or anything like that, but Coach Tate came up to the interview afterwards, and he was pretty happy with how it went versus how it could have gone.
But coaches are funny. I've seen coaches be less upset after a loss than they were after an ugly win.
Sure, and I mean, he said one of the biggest things is what a huge difference it was from just one day before. The effort we came out with against Winfield and the energy was rough. Not at all what we want. And then Tuesday he was very, very proud of how they came out. And I heard him say at the beginning of the year, he'd rather lose with character than win with characters. And I wrote that quote down. I'm going to remember it for a long time, but that isn't exactly what he's talking about.
Good stuff. 39-11, second half next on HKFM.
The Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is coming up after this. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson, where we have been in business for over 100 years. We stock over 60 different sheets and 70 different shapes in steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum. We can cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications. We can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Second half coming up here from Clearwater, brought to you by Scrap Management of Hutchinson, Ray and Sons Roofing by Alpha Land Surveys and APAC Shears. Same starting 5, Heredia, Zachary, Holmberg, Miller, Morrison for Buhler. They'll have the ball to our left now, going right to left. Underway, Area West. Andrew Epp with you from Clearwater High School, and a strip and a steal by Cale Carlson for Clearwater. Indians the other way, right side. That is their first three of the game. It comes out of the hands of Gage Clevenger, and it's 39-14. 24-point game, 7:29 to go in the third. Here's Isaiah to the rack, lays it up and in.
I'm laughing because he had a little stare down, the defender that fell down after that.
Now a steal. And layup good by McCade Zachary. 43-14. Lead grows to 28. 7:02 to play. And here's Clevenger again. He's got 5 in the quarter. 43-16. Aradia across the timeline, right to left. Dumps it down. What a pass. Morrison blocked out of his hands from behind. A good defensive recovery by
it was.
Isaac Smith.
So you got the pick and roll, got what you wanted, but the help defender came over and made a good block.
Clearwater back down to the far end of the floor now. Cale Carlson off to Trent Fisher. Out high. Clevenger, that's Blaze, the freshman. And they'll reset with Fisher. 7 to shoot on the shot clock. Right elbow jumper, too strong by Isaac Smith. Rebound and a strip blocked inside. Blaze Clevenger had it knocked out of his hands out of bounds.
Aaron, I will love looking at the stats tomorrow or the next day when I go back and watch the film on this and take official stats, but that is my first offensive rebound for Clearwater in the game. I could be wrong.
So 3 left side missed by Cale Carlson.
We'll know how wrong I was tomorrow.
Rebound Buhler. But Jared Miller's check back in, by the way, for McCade Zachary.
I had the Crusaders with an offensive rebound edge of 10-0 at half.
Wow. Isaiah Heredia trying to sneak his way in the lane to the rim. Contact on the floor and a foul. That'll be the second on Isaac Smith. First team foul of the quarter on Clearwater. Heredia plays it in. Miller to Miller. And then out of the wing to Holmberg. Here's Luke driving inside. Little Euro step. Pulls up. Missed it off the front of the iron. Rebound loose on the deck and picked up by Clearwater.
It's a good move, but another, at least a little tip of a shot, a little blocked shot inside from Clearwater. They've got a couple to start the half.
Cale Carlson out on the wing to Gage Clevenger. Missed on the 3. Rebound Luke Holmberg.
And again, I'll know more about the stats tomorrow, but I think we're probably out-rebounding him by twice as much.
Ball deflected, knocked away inside. Isaiah Heredia saves it out front. There's Jared Miller. Cut off, right elbow. Gives up to Jacob, right side. Now pass left wing, knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Buhler.
Saw a lot of that in the girls' game. Long passes, balls knocked out of bounds.
Buhler outscoring Clearwater in this game 21-3 from the three-point line.
Wow. So how many times has it been the opposite of that?
I know. 43-16, 4:58 to play in the third. Isaiah drives, kicks. Jacob Miller for 3, got it.
Right on cue, and Jacob, he missed a couple in the first half and wanted to get in on the action at some point.
So that ties the 8 threes from the Augusta game. Here comes Cale Carlson inside, short off the right side window. Tough rebound by Julian. Morrison coming up the floor, feeds it to Jakey. Out front, Jared Miller. His 3 is short. And a rebound out of bounds to Clearwater. As Mitchell McDaniel is set to check in for the Crusaders, replacing Luke Holmberg. So girls Thursday get Abilene in the 1-8 matchup at Salina South at the SIT. And our guys, we play Salina Central.
I believe that's correct.
At Central in the 4-5 game.
And don't sleep on that Central team at all. They have had a tough schedule so far.
And I believe that's a scheduled 7:30 tip, but it'll likely be later than that. Shot blocked, but a foul. Jared Miller inside against Gage Clevenger.
Tough one on Jared because he was with momentum taking it the other way already, and the foul call stopped the fast break going the other direction for Buhler.
Yeah, that 4-5, and it's on their home floor.
Yeah.
So Be tough. First free throw made. It's actually Trent Fisher. I'd said Gage Clevenger, but it's Trent Fisher at the line who makes the first. He's now 4 of 5 in the game, make it 5 of 6 as he goes 2 for 2 at the line. 46-18. Lead is 28. 4:04 to go in the third. The other way, Mitchell McDaniel has his shot blocked out of bounds. There was a ton of contact there.
Yeah.
But no foul called. It'll stay with Buhler, though.
Clearwater has shown a little bit more fire getting in there and getting a piece of a lot of our inside shots so far in the second half.
Isaiah Heredia will feed it in. Here's Julian Morrison. Rifles it back to Isaiah, but it's poked out of bounds by Isaac Smith.
That was a tough catch by Julian out front. He had an extra guy trying to go steal that one, and he tracked it down. Of course, you get it to your point guard underneath when everybody's crashed inside the zone, right?
So Heredia to Morrison. Now they'll swing it up top to McDaniel, and then Jacob Miller gets tackled from behind at the free throw line and knocked to the ground. He'll be fouled. That's going to be on Isaac Smith, his third. 2 of those 3 have come here in the third quarter. Second team foul in the quarter on Clearwater.
So the girls get Abilene first, and that was a team we saw in the 7-8 game last year that really struggled to score. I think it was against Central or South, I can't remember, and it was like a 23-24 game or something.
Got an offensive foul. Julian Morrison trying to sneak free inside from that pass by Heredia and called for a foul, his third. He's going to go out of the game, and Buhler turns it over as Ruben Harder is back on the floor. 46-18, 3:44 to go here. Things have kind of come to a halt scoring-wise here late in this quarter. Suddenly the whistles have picked up, so ball's knocked away. And it ends up out of bounds. It'll stay with Clearwater.
That can kind of kill the vibe of the arena. When you have whistle, 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 whistle.
The energy that was in here is pretty much gone. Inside shot. Whoa! They're going to call a foul. Mitchell McDaniel got it from behind. Oh, Mr. Official. That's going to put Gage Clevenger at, no, check that. It's Trey Fitcher at the line. It is number 2 on Mitchell McDaniel.
Unless there was something down low with a offhand or a leg coming out, something. But up top, 2 players were in on the blocked shot, and I think both of them were clean.
Get some time here in the second half to brag on what's happening elsewhere in Crusader Athletics. Fitcher goes 1 of 2 at the line, 46-19. Lead is 27. 3:10 to go. Buhler hasn't scored here in a hot minute. Mitchell up top, swings it left side to Isaiah. Harder in the lane, and he is fouled on the floor from behind by Hunter Martin. That is the 7th foul called here in this quarter. I have it at 7.
I do too, and then it says 6.
They've got it at 6 on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Isaiah catch and shoot 3, rims long. Rebound Clearwater. Trent Fisher across the timeline, left to right. Crossover on Mitchell, and a reach in on McDaniel. Good grief.
Yeah.
You sometimes wonder, like, I mean, I guess a foul is still a foul, but look at the score, and you're like, I can let that one go.
Sometimes that seems to be what it is. Sometimes it seems to be this team is losing by a lot. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit more than the other team.
3 on McDaniel now. He comes out, replaced by McCade Zachary. Isaiah Heredia comes out, replaced by Carter Jones. Is that the first time Zay's been out of the game?
I think he had a break at the end of the first quarter.
Did he? Clearwater in a half-court set to our right. Right side, catch and shoot. Clevenger off the front iron. Rebound, McKade Zachary. 2:15 to go in this long third quarter. Right side, Asher.
Good catch,
into
Ruben.
Turnaround off the window. Got it, Ruben Harder's second bucket. 48-19. Lead is 29. 2:01 to play here in the quarter. Now Asher Zachary with a deflection. A steal. Jared Miller ahead. Missed the layup. Rebound saved. Oh, Clearwater comes up with it. And another whistle. That's going to put Clearwater in the bonus.
So that
third on Ruben.
The last bucket by Ruben, he caught the ball one-handed. His other hand was kind of getting drawn away from by the defender. I'm not saying it's a foul, but he did a good job of readjusting, turning, and just putting the ball right in the goal.
Free throw good by Trent Fisher. He's now 7 of 8 in the game. And he made them both. 8 of 10. Or 8 of 9. 48-21. Clearwater now has almost as many points in the third quarter as they did in the first half. Here's Harder for 2 more inside. Score.
He's getting shots up real quick tonight. He got 6 points.
50-21. Lead again is 29. Shot crawls off the rim the other way for Clearwater. Rebound Buhler. Asher Zachary a little too strong ahead for Jared Miller. We're going back the other way with 1:21 to go.
So the quarterback overthrew his wide receiver a little bit there. Jared got in on some wide receiver stuff this year.
Our Buhler bowling team opened up the season on Tuesdays. We've got a timeout of the floor. We'll tell you about that coming up as they swept Augusta. So more on that on the way. 50-21. 1:21 to go here in the third. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
It's a brand new year and a brand new you. Get that body you've always wanted this year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts. It's a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier, and I wash it down with a great cup of coffee and a tall cold milk. I feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Body by Daylight. You can work out, or you can work it out by eating fresh Daylight Donuts. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Clearwater ball out of the timeout here. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Medicine Shop, by the Bakery House and Catering Company, Service Plus Electrical, and Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore. Clearwater trouble getting the ball inbound. They're going to turn it over again. So our boys bowling team won on Tuesday, 21-74 to 21-39. High series in game. Both went to Malachi Willis. But the second highest bowler on the team was Julian Morrison.
I was going to ask, how did Julian do?
There's Harder in the mid lane.
Of course.
Jumper with a kiss off the window and good. And Ruben's got 8. That's a career high.
What a shot. Kind of let the defender
21
get off his feet, and all of a sudden he thought, I got to shoot this before I'd even jump. And
lead is 31 for the first time. Clearwater the other way, 50 seconds on the game clock. Down to 10 here on the shot clock. And a drive, fadeaway jumper, left side Trent Fisher missed. Rebound to Clearwater, new shot clock. And a foul from behind. I believe that's going to be on Jared Miller, and Clearwater is going to the line for more free throws. Our girl bowlers, our ladies, won 1945 to 1432. They won handily. High game went to Brayla Johnson with a 190. Cheyenne Giesling had the high series at a 488. First free throw is good by Trey Fitcher.
Had a Tegan Nielsen sighting at the Buhler Wellness Center the other day when I was working out. She must have been home for break. Still doesn't look like a bowler.
But man, is she.
One of the best.
Fitcher goes 1 of 2, 52-22. Lead is 30. 24.6 on the clock. Harder jumper in the lane. This time in and out, no good. Got a good look on an assist from Asher Zachary that This wouldn't go down.
He's really been getting a lot of good looks inside.
Indians the other way. Shot clock off with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Baseline jumper missed. Rebound, Ruben Harder knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. And 1.6 on the clock.
Back to Clearwater. It must have hit off the Crusader shin.
Indian ball. Clearwater scored 11 in the first half. They've got 11 here in the third quarter. All but 5 of that is at the free throw line. There's a shot short at the buzzer by Gates Clevenger. That'll get us to the end of the third. Your score after 3 quarters tonight, Buhler 52 and Clearwater 22. More coming up from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Ocelots, eagles, and otters, oh my! Come see all the animals at the Hutchinson Zoo. Ride the train, visit the gift shop, or even host a birthday party. The Hutchinson Zoo creates experiences for children and families to learn, engage, and conserve the natural world. Plan your visit today by checking out hutchinsonzoo.org and follow Hutchinson Zoo on social media, located in Cary Park.
Looking for something to do? Check out the Hutchinson Zoo.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, 3 games in 5 days this week, and tonight is the third of those 3. We'll have 3 in 3 days next week.
And that means that the Saturday practice, if you would have one, back when I played, was rough because you had a long break until until the next time you played.
Right side 3 missed by Clearwater. They're going to get their own rebound here. 7:36 to go in the game. Gage Clevenger launches and rattles it in from the left side. 52-25. Lead is 27. And Julian Morrison the other way puts it up and in.
Good little transition play there again.
54-25. 7:07 to go here in the game. Girls won by 1 tonight. They really gritted one out. There's a shot inside by Clevenger, missed, but a foul call. Great night defensively for our ladies. And a very important 18 points from Gracie Orr.
It's so important because Natty wasn't really hitting. So, I mean, you've got to have somebody step up, and Gracie was on it tonight.
4th foul on Mitchell McDaniel. Gage Clevenger hits the first at the line. Yeah, give credit to Clearwater's defense. They've got a good defense.
Yeah, they're gonna mess with some people for sure this year.
2 good by Clevenger. His first 2 of the night both go in. 54-27.
Nice play.
The other way. Layup crawls out for McDaniel. Rebound, though, Jacob Miller. Miller hard inside off the front of the iron, miss, but a foul. And Jakey will go to the line here.
How did that ball squirt through to Jacob? And he just, right place, right time, found it, and everybody kind of had their back turned, and he said, I'm going to take this one myself.
Foul is the first on Austin Hastings. Hastings did not play in the first half, now playing in the second half as Jacob Miller rattles in the first free throw.
Been more free throws than I would have expected in this game. The score the way it is. And
second on the way short. Luke Holmberg almost had the rebound, but it's wrestled away by Isaac Smith.
If I look here, I think Clearwater has over half their points from the line.
Had more than half in that third quarter. There's a shot inside, missed. Rebound, though, goes off the hand of Luke Holmberg, out of bounds. It'll stay with Clearwater. We've got a running clock now here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, good. Good for Buhler.
Morrison and Holmberg will check out. Heredia is back in.
What's the rule on that? Is it 25 after 4 or 30?
Might be 30 if it gets to 30. Nick and Zach Chance are both in the game. Floater, good. Is that Isaiah?
Yeah, second player in double digits if my math is right.
57-27, lead 30. 4:45 to go and a steal. Jacob Miller comes up with it. So Nick and Zach, the sophomore twins, into the ball game. Bryson McCurdy is now checked into the game.
Yes.
This will be Bryson's first appearance of the season, the freshman.
Saw him on the bench or in the lineup when we were doing the national anthem, and I thought, I'm not sure I've seen him get in.
So the lineup now is Nick Chance, Zach Chance, McCade Zachary, Mitchell McDaniel, and Bryson McCurdy. Here's a jumper by Nick Chance in the lane, missed off the front iron. Rebound, Clearwater. Pass up the floor to Ake, and he'll take it into the far corner. Shadowed by McCade Zachary. Inside and deflected. Zach Chance got a hand on that and knocked it away.
Who do we have now?
Another sub into the game is Landon Martinez, another freshman.
Oh, we called his name a lot at the end of the year in football, didn't we?
He's going to be special in a football uniform.
Yeah. That's just what, $130 or something, $135.
Yeah.
And he was
well, he comes up
going
with a
out
steal.
there.
Martinez with a steal in the lane. Plays it ahead to Bryson McCurdy. Out on the wing. This is Nick Chance for three, and he swishes it home.
We saw little of that last year from the Chance brothers.
First three of the season for Nick Chance. He'd been 0 for 1. He knocks that one down to make it 60-27.
Fantastic for some of these guys. The young guys that don't get to play very much getting some good opportunities.
Floater right side short by Blaze Clevenger. And a whistle and a foul call. Asher Zachary's going to return for the Crusaders. And his brother McCade will go out.
Landon just ran by everybody. But he had some pops too. When there were guys coming at him that were, 60 to 80 pounds more than he was.
He's pretty fast.
He's fast, but he showed some strength I didn't know was in there for the freshman. This is football we're talking about, but heard he's a pretty good basketball player too, and now we get a chance to see it.
He's also a pretty good soccer player, but elected to go with football.
It helped this year for sure.
One coach happy, another one
yeah,
not so much.
I don't know if we would have got Wamigo up there if it wasn't for him.
Clearwater going to turn it over here. 1:54 to go, 60-27. There's Zach Chance left side off to Landon Martinez. Right down the right side lane line. Welcome to the big leagues, young fellow. Lace it up and in. 62-27. 35, 136 to go. Well, the broadcasting world lost a legend this week. As Ake feeds it. Inside, shot up off the window, missed by Blaze Clevenger. He's going to go to the line. The great Bob Uecker, longtime voice of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was a player in the 60s. Played with the likes of Hank Aaron and Raleigh Fingers. And then he took to the broadcast booth in the 70s, and he'd been there. Still at 89 years old last year, was broadcasting baseball games.
That is amazing. If I'm upright at 89.
Clevenger misses both at the line. Of course, he dabbled into acting. Offensive rebound by Clearwater here, 62-27. 43 seconds to go. You remember the Major League movies. Ake goes to the bucket. Missed the shot, but a foul. The great Bob Uecker passing away at the age of 90.
There's been some really good ones that we've seen throughout the years in multiple sports. Baseball is an art of its own, as you know, Aaron.
You got to have a lot of hot air.
Yeah. If you're a stat nerd like I am, it's kind of a dream. I just don't know baseball that well.
Ake misses ball to the line. Asher Zachary with a rebound. 7 seconds to go, and the Bears should be able to dribble it out here. They're going to win it, win number 3 on the season. Final score, Buhler 62. They scored double digits in every quarter tonight. Clearwater 27. Clearwater will fall to 0-10, and it has been a tough sled now over their last 50 games. Clearwater with just 5 wins.
Yeah, they've had a few close calls this year against teams that we'll see later, Rose Hill and El Dorado, and just still looking for that first win. And I think they'll get a couple this year, but they're going to have to put something better on the court than they did today.
Buhler now 2, making 3-5 on the year, and 2-2 on the road. They'll take that 3-5 record to the SIT coming up next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Clearwater will play next on Wednesday, the 22nd, in the Roadrunner Classic at Chaparral. 62-27, and our Rise Up Reno postgame is next on HKFM.
Stay tuned for the Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno, streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
This is Annette with Annette KF Insurance. Inflation is hitting us hard, so it's a good time to review the cost and coverage of your auto and homeowners insurance. As an independent agent, I represent Goodville Mutual and several other fine companies. Stop by Annette Epp Insurance in Hutchinson at 2500 North Main, Suite E, or call 620-662-4900.
First National Bank is always open. We've made it easier than ever to conduct your banking from your smartphone, tablet, or laptop. Download our app and log right in, or head to our website at fnbhutch.bank. Apply for a loan or open an account over your lunch break or from the comfort of home. Electronic banking everywhere you are. Get started at fnbhutch.bank. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. The Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics at Buhler High School. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals. We are excited to be able to accept credit card payments at our concession stands this year. Buhler Booster Club is grateful for the continued support from our generous donors.
Hi, it's Aaron West, voice of the Crusaders. Ad Astra Radio is a proud Buhler Booster Club member.
Come by your locally owned Scooters to enjoy a signature Caramelicious, world-class espresso melded with creamy caramel for a rich, velvety gem of a drink. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene.
For all your general dentistry needs, head to Lyman Family Dental, next to Bank of the Plains on 30th in Hutch, now offering in-office teeth whitening. Lyman Family Dental, brightening smiles one visit at a time.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to our Rise Up Reno postgame show. Coverage of Crusader basketball is brought to you tonight in part by Prairie Star Health Center. It's homecoming night here at Clearwater. Did you do that? And they do the homecoming after the game.
After the games. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it. There's a lot of people still in the stands, though, so they knew.
Yeah. Our Crusader basketball coverage brought to you by Prairie Star Health. We'll talk softly, Andrew.
Okay.
Very softly. By Anchor and by DJ Kaufman Agency. And by 37 Printco.
Stopped in there today.
Buhler wins it tonight, 62-27. They led at halftime 39-11. And they outscore Clearwater 23-16 in the second half. Big number of the night for Buhler, 9 of 17 from the three-point line, 53%. Not too shabby.
I'll take it. After shooting in the 25% range on the season. Yeah, this will hopefully be a big confidence boost for all the shooters. And we had how many different Crusaders hit a three? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And not any from our leading three-point percentage person, Luke Holmberg. He came into this game at 46.7%, second on the team in three-point makes. And other people stepped up today. Mitchell had 4, Isaiah had 2, and then we got a Jacob Miller 3 and Nick Chance 3. Who am I missing? Asher
Zachary.
Hey, if we can get that kind of production in games where we're going to need it, I will take that all day long.
Our final fill-up tonight brought to you by Dick's Phillips 66. 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66. Mitchell McDaniel led Buhler in scoring, all 14 of his points in the first half. Isaiah Heredia also in double digits with 10. Kate Zachary with 4, Asher Zachary with 3, Luke Holmberg with 4, Ruben Harder with a career-high 8, Jacob Miller with 9, Nick Chance with 3, Julian Morrison with 5, and Landon Martinez gets his first bucket of his young career.
This is easily, I mean, unless you can think of something where we had 10 Crusaders score, this is easily the most Crusaders we've had score for the guys in one game. It's really good to get some of those guys some confidence, some minutes that matter. 10 Crusaders, that's great.
For Clearwater, Cale Carlson with 1, Gage Clevenger with 10, Trent Fisher with 12, Trey Fitcher with 2, and Isaac Smith with 4. Clearwater did get to the free throw line 21 times in this game. They were 13 of 21. Buhler finished up at the stripe 5 of 8. So I was telling you, we play such a tough schedule. I think some of these are good. You need some that you can kind of not have to fight so hard for once in a while.
Yeah, you never want to apologize for playing a team that's easily overmatched and putting it to them for a little bit. You don't want to run the score up either. But, again, it gives you a chance to put in some of those younger guys, get some good minutes, and build some confidence for everybody. And Buhler has some tough tests, but part of the reason why the guys are in the situation is they're in, we've seen how many people transfer out over the last 3 or 4 years and how few transfer in. And I think that's a big part of the deal. So a lot of these guys having to step up into bigger roles than they thought they would maybe to start off with. And they got to hang in there and keep working because the opportunities are there. And we've got big games coming up here soon.
Keep getting better. We'll make Mitchell McDaniel tonight's WIFCO Steel Products Player of the Game. Mitchell finished with 14 and shy of a season-high 17 from him. Tonight's WIFCO Steel Products Player of the Game. WIFCO Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication. Online at WIFCOSP.com. Coach Eric Tate, we didn't know it was homecoming here tonight, so we're talking softly, Coach.
Okay.
Hey, Andrew and I were talking. You guys play such a tough schedule.
Yep.
It's good to have one that you don't have to sweat over once in a while.
Yeah. We talk all the time about respecting everybody, fearing nobody. So it was nice to come out, take care of business tonight, and had a lot of guys do a lot of good things, still things to clean up, work on, but thought we played pretty well. We brought intensity, which that was kind of our big message, was not coming in and because they're not having a ton of success, just not playing down. So I thought we came out with good energy and played our tails off, and a lot of guys in and out, and I think we got that message across, and the guys did a good job.
Yeah, an interesting week. You come out 3 games in 5 days. Winfield, I think you would alluded to the fact that there was a lack of energy in that Winfield game. Completely different on Tuesday at Augusta, where I thought even in the loss played so much better, and then that energy really did. It carried over to the first half tonight.
Yep. We have a team rule of not making excuses. I think I've said that to you guys this year, but yeah, we've had, ringer of a schedule, and that's good. That's good to test us, make us battle tested. So when you play these games, you feel like, we've played a lot tougher opponents, so you can go kind of be the bully. So like you said, always good to have that once in a while. So it was good. I thought we battled through the week too.
Got a couple of freshmen in the game tonight there, and Landon got his first bucket.
Yep, I probably don't advertise it enough. Our freshmen are doing a really good job. They're now 8-0 on the year. Our JV had a good win, so we were up big. We got a lot of guys in on the sub-varsity levels. Bryson and Landon are knocking at the door. We have a really good group of 12 sophomores through seniors that we're going to suit up next week like our tournament team. But, they took care of their business, so we were able to save them a couple quarters. I've told them, when it's games like this, we'll pull them up, and they give us good looks in practice. They compete against our older guys every day, and they play. They do a lot of really good things, so it was good to get them in. I wish Bryson could have got one, but Landon got that one. I think Bryson wanted one late, but
he'll get his.
Their time is coming. So we got a really good young group. We got a lot of guys competing all the time in practice. Our middle school teams are getting after it now. So
good,
really good.
Well, you get almost a week off before you play Thursday. Interesting in that 4-5 matchup. You get Central on their home floor.
Yep.
That'll probably, I'm guessing that game's going to be pretty late by the time the fourth game of 4. So it's interesting. It'll definitely be a tough one.
Yep. We're excited for it. 4-5 matchup. Team that probably has a very similar record to us. I believe they played Hutch tonight, so common opponent there. But I feel like we're starting to do some really good things. We just got to keep carrying it over, not let that kind of weird week of having 3 days of practice and then playing 3 in a row be an excuse, like I said, and just keep getting after it, keep doing those good things, carry them night to night, and these last 2 against Augusta tonight, this has to be who we are. We just talked about that a lot this week, and after the game tonight, that pressing, playing a lot of guys contributing. That's who we have to be. So thought we executed exactly what we were wanting tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on the win, and we'll see you next week in Salina.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Head coach Eric Tate as the guys win it tonight, 62-27. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard final 40-39. The ladies win it. They got 18 from Gracie Ord, 6 from Sammy Brooks in the win. Buhler girls improved to 7-1, and we are off to the Salina Invitational. Coverage of Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Central Prairie Co-op, by Hutch Auto Body, by Heartland Wealth Strategies, and by Buhler Dental Care. Andrew, good stuff, man.
You too.
Rest up. Get ready for 3-3 next week, sir.
We get to rest. Like I said, when I played, Coach Cameron always knew, well, Coach Sides really was the one saying, hey, we've got a lot of time before the next game, so we're going to get in shape now. And we did, and it was fun for the coaches. So we can rest our vocal cords, though.
Yeah, a lot of hot dogs in Salina next week. So
hey, let's go.
Here we go. All right, man, have a good weekend.
You too.
Join us next week, coverage of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship on Ad Astra, our midseason tournament. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's midseason tournament weeks. What am I talking about? We'll see you Thursday afternoon. We tip off right around 3:30 with our girls game from Salina South on at about 3:10 with the Midway Motors drive to the game. Have a great weekend, everybody. For Andrew Aaron West, you've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on HKFM.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, the Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. Your home for the beautiful